Bluff City Media presents the No Bluffin podcast. Stepping up to the microphone are your hosts, Christian Ingram and Evan Hayes. Now, let's get to the show.
What it do, Grizz Nation? What's going on? I am Chris Ingram.
And I'm Evan Hayes.
And this is the No Bluffin podcast, where we keep it all the way real, all the way raw, and all the way honest about everything Grizzlies, man. We so excited to be back for another week. And guess what, y'all? We late. Yeah, we late.
Very
we always on time. You know what I'm saying? You know what
always
I'm
on time. Always good to the party. The party don't stop till we get here. You feel me?
Talk about it.
Y'all, we don't do it 12, but now we at 8, maybe like a little 8:05, really. But nah, we good though, but we still gonna put this fire content and we live. Mm-hmm. We live and uncut. So y'all gonna get the unfiltered version and all that. So if y'all want to tap in with us now. My boy King Meeks in the comments early. Let's go. The boys is hype.
Yes, sir.
Hey, just like he said, hit the like button, share with your friends. Y'all can say whatever crazy stuff in there. We can't get censored now.
Close to whatever.
We close. Yeah, say close. You can't. We don't want to get taken down to monetize. YouTube be tripping sometimes. But yeah, absolutely. Y'all tap in. It's gonna be another fire when fire gets coming on the way. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, we got Wayno all the way out in Sydney. What's going on, Wayno?
What's up, gang?
What's going on?
What time is it over there, bro? Just because I know you either up really late or you up really early right now. You gotta be.
Yeah. Please let us know what it is. Either way, we appreciate you tapping in. And yes, we all aboard the Edey hype train. If you ain't on it, hopefully by the time you get done watching this episode, you on that bad boy. That's for sure.
Yes, sir.
That's for sure. But yeah, man. We back live this week. Had to still get in here and give y'all what you need for sure. But before you do anything, like my boy Daniel Greer always said, wipe your feet off, man, before you come up in the house and go give us a follow on Twitter. Yes, give us a follow on Twitter at the pod page as well as our main pages as well. We'd be glad to interact with you over there for sure. Evan, before we get started, man, how was your week, brother? How you feeling?
This week went by stupid fast. Like, I don't know. I feel like we just recorded the episode like last week. I don't know why. It just seems really fast. But the week was good. We're showing to our black jobs. I got my boat shirt on today because we got our black jobs. Hint, nudge. Do this. You see what the shirt say? Do this right here, please. Get the clear look. Do that because apparently we're at our black jobs right now, and apparently some people is trying to take our black jobs according to a very buffoon-looking orange man.
Man, hey, I got thoughts on that, but we're gonna say that for a little later.
But no, I just had to get that in there. I was like, I'm wearing a vote shirt just so I can trust my black job for him.
There you go.
But
podcasting is a black job for sure.
Podcasting is a black job. Yep. But week was smooth. I'm getting back healthy, like physically. Dealing with some nagging injuries, but I've been feeling good. I'm finally back on the track, back lifting, back on the track now, which I feel really good back there. I got a new training group. The guys I train with, I'm really, really excited about, So yeah, work was pretty smooth this week. Fam doing good. 4th of July week. So maybe that's something y'all celebrate 4th of July. But yeah, it was a pretty smooth, chill week. How about you, Chris?
Yeah, man. I told you before we got off here, I had a surprise for the old lady for the birthday.
Yes, sir. How did that go?
Man, let me tell you, dog. So this has been in the making for probably it's maybe a good month, maybe even over a little bit over a month, but about a month it's been in the making. And I had to do a last minute audible with the kids, which I thought was actually gonna work out for the best because my wife, with the surprise, she was like, I don't really want to do something that I got to be away from the kids with. And I'm like, I get it, I understand. We are definitely attached and love our kids dearly, but sometimes you got to pop out and show them. So made a last minute audible, man, and I'm thinking this was for the best. And when I tell you that the surprise got spoiled 30 minutes before the surprise happened, dog.
How was spoiled?
So we taking them taking the girls to their aunt's house. And one of the aunts was it was actually one of the aunts' house that we were at, but the aunt that I coordinated with this was coming over to meet over, and they were gonna play with the girls together. So we talking. The one aunt, she ain't saying nothing. I even done threw out that it's a surprise, so she don't say anything, just in case she don't know. And next thing you know, the auntie that I've been coordinating this with, she walked through the door and immediately turns to my wife and said, "You ready to go see Bryson Tiller?"
She sold the bag. She sold the. I bet you was like, you had one job. You had one. You had one black job. You had one job.
You had
one
black mouth quiet, and you just. Shout out to my sister Danny, but she I was like, oh my God.
She was there for 30 seconds and just blew the whole thing up in like 15 seconds.
I've been lining this up. I've been dropping breadcrumbs. I've been making playlists. My wife ain't noticed none of this stuff. And Bryson is definitely in our collective top 5 of artists that we love. We feel like we grew up with him because he came out when we got together. Definitely one of our favorite artists together. So he was in Nashville on her birthday. Like, it couldn't line up no better. We got seats right in the front. I couldn't get meet and greet just because he didn't do meet and greet, but otherwise we would have been straight. But man, it got spoiled the last minute. So anyway, she loved it, I loved it. But we did figure out, man, you had this conversation a couple months ago about the whole auntie and unc thing. I'm unc, bro. I ain't gonna hold
you unc now. Oh, so you accepting the title? You accepting the title?
Man, it was so much sexy red and so much. You just realize you ain't got it no more sometimes.
You was lost. You was like, what is going on? Who are these people? Like, I don't know the songs.
Man, my body was hurting, bro.
Oh, you was just done. You just got hit by a bus. You feel like you just went through a whole workout, didn't it?
Yeah, I was
whole body.
done.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I feel that.
King Meek said it's almost lunchtime. Oh, wow.
That's actually a great time. Actually, that's actually a prime time to watch this. I'm glad. Hopefully, you eat some good food while you're munching down. I can sneak a piece of meat. It was all I can work. Tight. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, man.
We are on the same wave. But Sydney.
Wait, no, I don't know if you black or not, but while you at your black job, man, hey, get it in, my brother. I ain't mad at you.
Are there black people in Australia? I don't know if I don't know if there are.
All right, Evan, you got to mute up, bro. You got to mute up.
I'm messing with you.
King Meek said this is better than the BET Awards. Oh my God, I probably should have put that as one of the topics because, man,
we can talk about it.
The BET
we live.
Just bad.
We live. We can talk about it, honestly.
What's your thoughts on it, bro? You right. Let's go ahead and get into it. What was your thoughts on the BET Award? We'll make it quick.
Honestly, I haven't watched the BET Awards really closely since 2017. 2017 was the New Edition tribute, and I thought that was like a great show, like top to bottom.
Yes, sir.
Amazing show. And then after it's just been like,
hey, the pandemic, they came back hard though.
They did.
When everything was virtual.
Yeah, they did. That was hard. But then like it's different times, so he has to pivot and all that. It's just the isn't there. Like, I don't know. You did the same way. B towards my house, we used to gather around the TV when I was like 10, 11, 12, 13, from like by the time I was maybe 16, 17 to like just what, because it was a celebration of black culture, black music, and all that. It was an event. Everybody at school talking about it. It's just
facts.
The stars ain't there, the oomph isn't there, the performances have took a big dip. And I'm sorry, I am pro women all day. I love my women artists, but they did not do Usher justice. I'm sorry, they did not do Usher justice. I love Coco individually. I love Lotto. I love Keke Palmer. I'm a big fan of Keke. I love all of those people that I love. Tiana Taylor, she did the best in my opinion. Tiana Taylor, she did the best. She can dance. Yeah, she can dance and she can sing. In my opinion, she was the best. But you gotta have, not sound sexist, please don't come for you. But if you're gonna do Usher, you gotta have some male vocalists. I'm sorry, you gotta have at least one or two like real strong to really capture his energy. You feel me? Like, and I thought that was gonna be the big climax of the show. It was a little bit of a letdown in my opinion. And I was watching with my mom and my pops. I was like, this ain't it, Chief. Yeah. So it was cool, man, but nothing to write home about at all.
Yeah, the whole night, it popped off, and I was like, all right, cool. You got Meg, you got, your certain artists that were popping up. But the more and more the performances went on, I was like, man, are these people bored up there? Like, it ain't the same, like you said, when you don't have the mega stars like you used to. I saw a video went out on Twitter the other day, man. It was, and I'm an R&B guy through and through.
Yeah.
This was a couple years back, man. They had August Alsina, Trey Songz, and Chris Brown all on the stage.
That was so lit. I love this. That was the bit. Oh my gosh. I listen to that when I'm driving, bro. I play that performance like
for
in
real
the car just Because this is inside the brand of it. When I'm driving like long distance, I don't play my playlist. I go through live performances because
I love live performances.
Are longer, and that's what I do.
This my guy right here, bro. This my guy here.
That's what I do when I'm driving long distance because that just plays the time more. It's more hype because you can get used to the studio version. Like you get it's a
ain't nothing like live music, bro. It ain't
exactly.
Like
so that was you brought me up. That just went back. Oh my god, that jump was fire.
One of the best times, bro. And so now it's like these stars. I don't even want to say superstar, but like even a tier below, they just ain't coming, bro. I ain't expecting Beyonce and Drake, but like give me somebody, bro. And when as Usher coming out there, he killed the Super Bowl, but his album to me was garbage. But they still honor him, with the Icon Award or whatever you want to call it, Lifetime Achievement.
Yeah, Lifetime Achievement.
And besides, like you said, Tiana Taylor and Coco Jones, even Childish Gambino started it off. He was a guy, but he's talented, bro. But come on, bro. Like, what are we doing?
R&B vocalist, you feel me?
No. I'm
gonna say something that you ain't thought about that you're gonna agree with.
What's that?
They messed up. They messed up with Chris Brown, and now Chris Brown don't want to mess with y'all no more. If y'all had Chris Brown on the show.
Well, we got to figure out if Usher and CB ain't beefing no more, because at one point they was beefing.
But Chris Brown had beef with the BET. Was like he said, "I'm not gonna go to BET." Even in general, he don't rock with BET Awards already.
But if he wasn't beefing with Usher, they probably could have got him up in there though.
Yeah, but Chris Brown has an album at the drop like last year. It's pretty recent. Could have had Chris Brown on the show. He could have really done some Usher good. But that's just neither here or there. Just for Chris Breezy, but
I just think like they dropped the ball on that Usher performance, and then on his freaking acceptance speech, it was just everybody's TV went out. Everybody's TV.
My TV. I thought my TV was tripping. I'm like,
everybody did. You get on Twitter, they like, oh man, we got King Meeks in the house. Yes sir, Wayno. Yes sir, yes sir. King Meeks. Yeah, we agree, bro. It was super trash.
Okay.
He said we just ride our kangaroos around town looking for trouble.
The only thing I would love to go to Australia, but I feel like everything out there can kill you, and I'm a scared black man, so I don't.
That's the internet, man. Don't let the internet fool you, man. People tell you all the time, hey, as Memphians, we go out of town and you tell people from Memphis, they like, oh, y'all got guns outside the church, and it's like,
nah,
bro, it don't work like that. So
I guess that's a good parallel.
One day I'm gonna go, but Wayno, I'm gonna need you to meet me at the airport, my guy, because I ain't
gonna know where to go.
Coco Jones did good, but was the best, but no Chris Brown. All his sons. Where was Jacquees? Where was Trevor Jackson? Where was
Trevor Jackson would have killed that jump? Oh my goodness.
Tank was there. Yeah, he an OG, but where's Tank? Where's Tyrese was sitting front row? Like, come on, bro. Like, what's happening? You could have done it. What's up, Coach? What's up, Vaughn? Shout out, Coach Vaughn. We got Allen said Donald sells more tickets than any of those guys. That might be true, but that don't make his voice is better. Lizzo sells tickets, but I'm not listening to Lizzo at a Usher tribute, and for other reasons.
If you want to see a good tribute, look at New Edition. Look at Chris Brown. Look at Chris Brown and Michael Jackson. But you can look at Sierra, how she did Michael Jackson. You can look at a lot. You can look at Prince tribute when Prince died. They did a fire tribute for Prince. You want to look at how to do tributes. Look at those for examples. Anyway, keep moving.
Man, my PS5 over here done started up. I don't know what's happening, but it's all good. I ain't playing no games right now.
I need me a PS5.
Oh, man. Well, look, we're going to go ahead and get into the news because I know we done rambled y'all ears out about the BET Award. But, hey, we live. So, like I said, when we live, we're going to do what we want to do. So, it is what it is. We want to get y'all involved as well. So, we're going to drop this link probably into the chat when we get up out of the news segment. Feel free to join. We'll get you there. If you got a question, just come on, pop a question, and we're gonna keep it moving. But
we had 200 people right now. Easy. We had 200 people right now. I'm looking at Twitter. We had 200 live right now. We're good.
Yeah, man. Y'all keep it pumping. Keep it pumping. Keep it coming. Hey, shout out to y'all for making it tonight. We appreciate you tapping in.
Yeah, I know it's a little later, I like the claps. You got the claps in there now. That's cool. Okay.
You know what, Chris? I'm trying to be professional as I can over here, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Try to.
I like it.
But we're gonna get right into this No Bluffin' news. We're gonna run through this as fast as we can. But y'all know we start off every show like this, so this ain't gonna be no different. I'm gonna toss it to you, Evan, because I want to get your opinion, man. The first topic we got: Bronny James was drafted. He got his name called. He's on an NBA team. I don't know if he's gonna be on the main roster or two-way. We'll see. What's your thoughts on all this, bro? I'm just gonna let you go ahead and do what you got to do on this one.
You're not gonna like it because how you feel about Caitlin Clark and how you tired of talking about Caitlin Clark. I'm tired of talking about Bronny James. I'm tired of hearing people talk about Bronny James.
Facts.
Like, it's no disrespect to dude. Me and dude around the same age. I can't say kid. We're literally born the same year. That's probably me a little bit. But he's a good player. Everybody knew he was gonna get drafted by the Lakers because LeBron, no matter what he says, he has to pull to say, hey, I want to play with my son, no matter if it's for one game or for 82 games. That's gonna happen.
Right.
There's this whole discourse about was it nepotism? Was it worth it? Like, bro, LeBron has earned the right to do whatever the heck he wants with his family. If you make if you're a million billionaire and you're arguably the greatest player of all time, I feel like you've brought a championship to that franchise. Okay, do what you want, fam. Like, it's a 55th pick. I don't want to say who cares because it's still a draft. I don't want to say they wasted a pick, but like LeBron can still be something. Like, he's not trash.
Right.
He got dealt a tough card with the health scare that happened, and then he got thrown into a bad system at USC. Excuse me. So I feel like he's gonna be a legit NBA player. Do I think he's gonna play this year? Heck no. He's gonna play maybe one of a few games to get he's gonna play.
They're gonna get a picture.
Yeah, just get a picture of them throwing a lob, each other, throwing assist each other. Then he gonna be in South Bay playing with the South Bay Lakers in the Lakers practice facility for the rest of the year.
Right.
I'm sorry. If J.J. Redick and Rob Pelinka wants to create a championship, and I say championship roster, having Bronny James taking a roster spot is not the best way to allocate your resources. It's just not. So yeah, like I actually like it. Like, hey, yo, draft your son. Be the first player in history to do it. I don't really have a huge issue with it. I hate the whole dialogue people's having right now. Like, he's not trash. If it was Marcus Jordan got drafted, then yeah, I can understand. But Bron he's gonna be a legit player. I see him as like a better offensive version of Pat Bev, or like a Davion Mitchell. Someone that's not gonna do too much. He's gonna play defense, make the right reads, and be a little athletic. Like, what's the problem? If you can make Pat Bev's playing in the league for 10 plus years, David Mitchell's gonna be in the league for a long time. What's wrong with him doing that? He's not gonna be LeBron James. I'm sorry, he's not. He's not gonna be his dad. But what's the problem with him being a good role player? There's nothing wrong with that. Like, he literally has the biggest shoes ever to fill. That's literally almost the greatest player. Depends on who you ask, the greatest player of all time. So people expect him to be this astronomical, world-changing player. Like, that's being unrealistic, fam. And that's all I gotta say on it.
My point, my stance on this is not gonna change. I don't have a problem with the nepotism aspect of it. Anybody that's faulting LeBron and the Lakers and the NBA for doing that, that's on you. I don't mind. Like, that's what you do. I listened to Ryan Clark. Shout out to Andy saying he shot it to us the other day, and
he shot to me too.
He was giving his thoughts and his takes on the whole situation. And I agree. Like, LeBron has put in the work to be able to do what he just did. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say, like, when you're young or when people are telling you as you're young to dream. And, this kid says, you know what, I want to be the greatest of all time, and I want to play with my son, and I want to be able to, lay these situations out for my kids. Like, that's what you work hard to obtain these things to do. So guess what? I don't care what field you in. If you can do that, you're going to do that. So I don't have any issue with the nepotism part of it. You want to call it nepotism, you want to call it privilege, you want to call it he deserves, whatever you want to title you want to put on that, I don't care. But what I will say is this: Ronnie ain't no NBA player, bro. I'm sorry. Like,
man, he's just not.
He's not,
oh
bro.
My God, that's
not yet. He could very well be there in the next 2, 3, maybe 4 years. But I do not get the aspect of a guy that, like, my dad is literally a billionaire. What am I rushing for? I didn't have a great season last year. And everybody know, like, I'm one of the biggest people that will come out and like defend his cardiac arrest situation. Like, that's gotta be a 100% PTSD moment for him, that while he's out there playing, any type of like friction or heart, like chest pain, you could think that that's about to be the next situation. So I can understand that aspect where they can throw his game off. I'm not demeaning that at all. But that to me is why you go back to school and go prove to yourself, forget everybody else, that I am going to be one of the top people in this draft next year. Yes, bro. So I just didn't. I don't understand that aspect. You ain't doing it for the money. But if LeBron is like, look, I'm finna get up out of here soon. Come on, do what you gotta do. I'm so tired of people lying, bro. We're gonna talk about some liars in a little bit. In two aspects. I got two liars that I'm gonna talk about today. Really three now. Like LeBron, Rich Paul, all y'all stop lying, bro. Y'all knew this is what y'all was trying to do from the jump. Y'all was trying
y'all was telling teams not to draft him and not to work out because of that. Like, come on.
Right. Let's not play, man. Like, I don't understand that part. Meek said LeBron is basically the reason. Absolutely, bro. Like, he's definitely going to the bench and playing some G League. If he's not, they are. Well, you know what? I ain't gonna say if they're not. They're on series. They on series anyway, so it don't even matter.
Yeah,
like I don't understand that. Bueno, I don't have any ill will towards Bronny, but I can't help but feel that someone else's roster spot. If that ain't James, you can't tell me that. Of course not. Of course not. He's not in the league if he's not LeBron James Jr. He's not.
If his name was Jamal Aloysius Smith and he had them numbers, he would not be drafted. He would.
Yep. If LBJ retire next season, how long do you think Bronny will last in the league? I don't think he'll make it through his first contract.
I say 5 years, because they're going to base off potential. Because he was a number 20 player in his class. He was a McDonald's All-American, and a lot of guys get drafted off potential or get extended contracts off of potential. And
should he have been an All-American?
I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying what he was. That's not my point. I'm saying he was on McDonald's. Like, he was number 20 player in his class. So off of that,
was Zaire one?
Zaire Williams. I think so. I know he was highly ranked in his class. I can't remember if he was McDonald's All-American, but I think he was. I may remember. Someone fact check me, but I feel like he was. I honestly think he was. King Meeks, he definitely does need one more year at college, but. Hey, shout out Bronny, bro. Do your thing. Maybe prove us all wrong.
Wait, no, that's what he should did. Somebody should have drafted him to call LeBron and Rich Paul bluff to save him, because they were threatening that he was gonna go to Australia. You know what? Grizzlies, go pick him up at 55 and make him go over there and get better for his sake. LeBron, go over there and play in NBL. How about that?
That'd be funny. That'd be funny if that actually happened.
I'm with it, bro. I'm with it 100%. But y'all let us know, comment down, just y'all thoughts on that whole Bronny situation getting drafted. Like my boy Evan said, this is another name that we will not speak of again unless he comes out and just like balls out. I don't care what he do in the summer league, but if he put up 30, we might talk about it. I ain't gonna hold you. If he put up 30,
I don't care. I swear I don't.
You don't care?
I don't care, bro. Some people ball out in summer league, and it's a telltale sign of what they're doing in the league, and some people play terrible in summer league and they still turn out to be fine. Summer league is not the end all be all for what players. It can be a sign, but it's not everything. Like Trae Young started his first few summer league games terribly. Like he couldn't. People say, "Oh, he's a buzz, he's a daddy, he's that," but he's an all-star. Like, come on, like Russ Smith, Peyton Silva, those type of guys played great in the G League. And are they in the league right now? Heck no. Like, come on. People thought Kyle Kuzma was going to be the next coming to Paul George. And who's Kyle Kuzma? He's a good NBA player because he was playing good in summer league.
Who said that? They need to be fired.
I'm just saying he was hooping. I'm just saying because he was on that team with Lonzo and Alex Caruso and Josh Hart, and he got the MVP of the summer league and all that. He was playing well. Your money and you know saying. I agree with that, Goon. I agree with that.
Bronny's on the same level of his what's the word I should call him? His banana boat cousin. Zaire Wade.
No, that's OD. Nah, that's OD. I don't know about that one. That's
I want to see them both play one-on-one right now. I'm taking Zaire Wade right now.
Where is Zaire at? Answer that question
place
for me.
Bronny need to be or about to be in 3 years when that contract up. That's where you go.
Zaire is in no man's land. This man is nowhere and everywhere at the same time. Come on, bro.
King Meeks,
They are gonna be packed though. They're definitely gonna be packed for sure.
See, Lonzo Ball had it jumping in summer league, but that's because like he actually was a real player, bro. Like I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna revisit that one. Coach Bond said he's a glue guy. 30 balls not in his future. Yeah, I don't think so either. That's the only way that I'm gonna talk about him again. Is if you come out with a 30 ball. Josh Selby definitely was out there killing it.
He was killing in summer league. Oh my God, he was killing in summer league. I thought he was gonna be the next coming. Him and Mike Conley in the backcourt together. Like, oh, we got our backcourt of the future. Man,
he got him up out of there. I think
14,
he's
5,
too
5,
small.
That's
14
14 is generous, Vaughn. 14 is generous. I'm gonna say about 9 to 10 and like 4 and 3. I don't see 5 and 5 because him rebounding at that level at 6'1", I don't know about that. Assists, I agree with assists. But you still rebound is still a positioning thing, like or a timing thing. Like, yeah, you can time, but you have to get the position to get there. Steals, I agree with it. I say 1.5 to 2 steals. So I feel like that's maybe peak Bronny, maybe, but I don't see 14 points unless he's on a team that's bad. He's just like the number 4 option on that team or number 3 option. That's just my opinion.
Do we think he's gonna have a better career than Davion Mitchell now? Because I feel like that's his ceiling. I don't know what his floor is. His floor is where he is now, but his ceiling, I feel like it's Davion Mitchell.
I like Davion Mitchell's game. Yeah, I like Davion Mitchell's game. I think he's a good NBA player. I like Davion Mitchell. I feel like he's gonna have a sustainable career in the league. I feel like Davion Mitchell's gonna play maybe 12 years in the league, probably 10, 12 years in the league. I think he's between Pat Bev and Davion Mitchell. I feel like he's a little more offensively capable but Pat Bev did average 30 in college. Well, not 30. When he averaged 30 in high school, he was like All-American in college. Yeah. So Pat Bev was offensively there, and then the league just put him into a role.
Boy. Gunslow.
Put him into a role.
Gunslow.
So I don't know, man. I don't know. I hope Bronny does. I hope he's healthy. I hope he's happy. I'm saying Kenley Chandler over Bronny. I would.
Hey, you know what, Goon? I'm with you, bro.
I would do that. Kenley Chandler was SEC, all SEC, and he was SEC Tournament Player of the Year when they was doing that. So honestly, that's not a crazy take. Even though you don't like Kenley Chandler, he was actually serviceable in spurts. In spurts, he was serviceable.
Yeah.
In spurts, he was serviceable.
Oh no. We're gonna jump to this next. We'll be talking about Bronny all night. Free agency news and reactions, man. As y'all know, it popped off on yesterday at 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. The NBA opened it up where teams can talk to free agents and discuss new deals. We ain't got to go through all the deals, but Evan, I do want to get what your either favorite moves were or like some of the moves you just like why'd they do that? Like what's been your takes on that so far?
It's been a lot of deals. There's been a few deals. I don't get for the Mavericks, Klay Thompson going to them. For their sake, I get for Klay Thompson's sake, you want to go to a championship contending team, you still want to be in that type of contending competition mindset, and you took a pay cut. I get it for Klay Thompson, but for Dallas, what need does Klay Thompson feel? He's not a premier defender anymore. He's an inconsistent floor spacer, but that's all they did last playoff was shoot the ball. Like, yes, they allowed Derrick Jones Jr., but they had enough spacing on the floor. I don't get that move. So that move kind of confused me. One thing I hate that Isaiah Hartenstein is going to the OKC. I'm still not afraid of OKC. I'm still not afraid of them, but they got my attention a little bit because they made the Caruso trade. They got Caruso, which I think Caruso's better than Giddey. And now they got Isaiah Hartenstein. So him and Chet in the front court, that's a little formidable. Just to keep it a stack, especially if we have Jaren and E. Like, you're spitting hairs on that. I feel like we're still better, but it's a little more. So those are the two moves that kind of like jumped off the page to me. I don't know how the Knicks have so much money because they signed Mikal Bridges, then OG, and then Nobi signed another max deal. Well, not a max deal, but like a really big deal. I don't know how they have that much money. So that's just kind of funny that they finna have Malik and OG because who gonna come out the bench? Who gonna start? That's a whole different conversation. But those are 3 deals that kind of jumped off the page to me that I feel like. And I'm waiting for some Grizzlies news. So Zach Kleiman, please do something. Like, I'm waiting, bro.
We are repeating like Pookie, man. Give us something, man. Come on, dog.
Hey, we need it. I need it. Like, bro, like, come on, Zach. Like, bro, we need 1 or 2. Just do something. Like, but yeah, that's what about you, bro? That's my 3. What about you, fam?
The PG to Philly move was definitely, it didn't move me anyway because it's like
I didn't care.
Aesthetically, it's gonna look good. It's gonna be something that you can sell next year with a new big 3. It's exciting transaction news for the summer. That's gonna always get clicks. But the man wanted his bag, bro. So I'm not mad at him for that. I know he kind of felt some kind of way about them not really discussing the Kawhi extension with him. That is kind of weird because they came together. And so they just did what they did on that. So I ain't mad at it, but to me, I was like, all right, it's cool to get something popping. I think that was the domino for yesterday that needed to fall, which we saw a lot of moves happen today. On that OKC Isaiah Hartenstein thing, I'm with you. It's a good move for them for sure, because they cannot go into next year with Chet Holmgren as they center against these dudes in the West. I'm sorry, bro. Like, he was not finna hold up. So shout out to them. $30 million is ridiculous.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, but shout out to him for getting his bag. Memphis, it's no way that we could have got into this.
Nah, we're not competing with that. I'm sorry. We don't have enough money for that. We just don't.
No, but I disagree with that Dallas take that you had, bro. I think that, and I'm just looking at what they're gonna need him to do. You got two workhorses. You got Kyrie, you got Luka. You got your starting, front court and PJ Washington and what's that guy's name?
Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford, not PJ Washington. Daniel Gafford and
Well, PJ Washington started the 4.
He started 3. Derek Lively was the 4, and well, no, they took Derek Lively off the bench in the playoffs. In the playoffs, Derek Lively came out the bench in the playoffs.
Yeah, that would have been too big. They ain't starting all them.
Yeah,
but
you're right.
Yeah, like they got their front court, but I say this, like when you add a guy in Clay that all he needs to do is just run around and shoot. Like that's it. He's not the defender that he used to be, like you said. But hell, you already got two dudes that don't defend in Kyrie and Luka.
Why add a third? Then?
Why not? Everybody else ain't defending, so let's just try to score. Hell,
let's score 150 points a game and beat people. Like, I
mean, it's like Grizzly fans. We want to add all this defense. It's like, hell, do you want to add more defense? Go ahead. I guess we ain't gonna score, but
somebody gotta score. Somebody got to do something. Cool. All right, whatever. This works.
But right. I was talking to my wife before we hopped on. She was asking my thoughts on the whole ordeal going into next year. And my thing is this, bro. Like, it's a good move. I think that does propel them. I don't understand them swapping out Derrick Jones Jr. for Najee Harris. And it was only a total amount of $3 million.
Najee Marshall, not Najee Harris.
Najee Marshall.
Najee Harris is a football player. Najee Harris is a football player.
I did that before we came on, too. I was talking about somebody in the wrong way. My bad. But, I didn't understand that. It was only a $3 million difference. But, maybe DJJ got word that he wasn't going to start and that move was coming. So, hey, do your thing, bro. Get your chicken. But
get your corn.
I ain't mad at none of that because, you know what? Even though the Grizzlies have not made a move, and then we're going to talk about that in a bit, I know I'm not moved yet. And it's a long summer. I put this out before we hopped on that, people got to realize everything is in context. We talk about the Celtics making big moves last year and things like that. They didn't make that Drew Holiday move until October 1st last year. The season was a couple weeks away. So even though, the transaction point that we all want to see has not popped off for the Grizzlies, trust me, man, like people going to get pissed off. People going to ask for trades. People going to, it's still moves to be made. And then you're looking at free agency. It's not really it's nothing of dire need in that pool that's going to make a breakout season. The big moves that we need to make are via trade. So until like we get close to the season or at the season and we haven't done anything, that's when I'll get on Kleiman's head. But out of his mouth, he said that they are in championship contending mode and that they want to spend money. Shout out to EJ Spaces Grizzly for putting out those clips of reminding everybody what Zach Kleiman said. So we got time and we'll jump back to that at some point. But that's all I really got on free agency. Everything else has just been marginal moves for me. Anything else you got, bro?
Nah, like I just want us to make some of those marginal moves. Like I know people ain't talking about it, but bro, I just want Malik Beasley on this team. I feel like Malik Beasley would work so good. Just that type of player would work good with this team. We're gonna talk about it later when we talk about Luke Kennard and all that. But it's those type of moves. Like why can't we sign Malik Beasley to a 2-year deal, $10 million? He can do exactly what Luke Kennard can do and play defense.
Yeah.
Come on, and he's same height. Maybe he can't put the ball on the floor. As well, Luke wasn't putting the ball on the floor like that in the first place. So, come on, fam. I just want us to. We don't need to make those big swing trades. And then we're gonna talk about this more. I just want some things just to shape out this roster a little bit more. And that's what I know. I know Kleiman's gonna be active. We're impatient people as nature. Yeah. I just want to hear some type of rumblings of like what we're about to do. I do not want Wiseman. No. No, I don't want Wiseman. I'm sorry.
I do.
Wiseman's soft as tissue paper. And I like Wiseman. I've met him. He's a cool dude. He's soft as tissue paper. I'm sorry. You know that. We both know that. You say something contradictory.
I ain't gonna say soft as tissue paper. I ain't gonna say that. I know some dudes in the NBA soft as tissue paper. I ain't gonna say though, but I keep my mouth closed on that one.
When James Wiseman in Detroit, right? He was in Detroit, right?
Yeah, he had a decent season last year.
Okay, but he played behind Jalen Duren. He played behind Isaiah Stewart. So he was the third big man in that rotation, right?
He still had a statistical good season.
I don't want James Wiseman. I'm sorry, James. You don't got to come home. Jalen Duren, you can come home.
Man, give me size over these dudes that's 6'7", 6'8", trying to play center. I'm so sick of being
Give me
undersized.
15 and 10 instead of James Wiseman shooting 4 threes a
15 and
game.
10.
Jalen Duren.
Give me over 50. With. We got Zach Edey. It's over with.
I don't care. Give me another big. I
want Bam Adebayo. Since we just saying shit that ain't gonna happen, give me Bam Adebayo there. How about that?
No, I am also sad that Andre Drummond got signed to the 76ers. I was sick about that. I was sick. I was like, he was my perfect big man that I thought we could have signed for the vet minimum. And climate was not. What are we? We're a contending team. What are you talking about? Like,
we're gonna come back to this, Ray, because I don't want to stay on this too long. But we're coming back to that for sure. Yeah. This one too, King. We're coming back to all of this. I promise we are. Yeah. Brandon Smart, you right. They're gonna be good.
They're gonna win a lot of regular season games. They're gonna win a lot of games regular season. I see them a 50-win team for sure.
None of these folks in the playoffs. And we're gonna end it on that. Yes, King Meeks. They're gonna miss a combined probably 100 games next year.
Oh my goodness.
They're gonna miss 50 apiece.
This nigga praying they downfall. Their knees gonna fall apart according to Chris. God damn.
Man, I ain't worried about them folks at all next year, man. Let us know what moves surprised you guys in the comments below. Good or bad. Let us know how y'all feel about them. We're gonna end on one real quick, and I promise you're gonna get the Grizzly news. And I debated talking about this. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh, okay. I know you're talking about. I don't know why my mind went blank for a second.
But we are super unserious. We are guys that like to laugh at life. We don't take our life, we don't take the drama serious, man. And I gotta throw this one in there. Kenny, listen to me, don't get mad at me. I don't care. Bro, did you get a chance to watch the presidential debate or at least see clips from the debate?
I got a decent amount of clips. I the reason I didn't watch because Olympic trials were going on at the same time, but TikTok and Twitter fed me so much content. I was laughing my tail off. Yeah, the country, can you golf? I bet you can't golf. I can golf. I don't have a handicap. Yeah, you have a 6 handicap. I don't have a 6 handicap. I have a 4 handicap. Oh my gosh, bro. Mr. President. Mr. President, like, bro, it's just, I'm not gonna tell you who to vote for, cause I'm old enough to vote, and I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I probably will. But our options are, that's all I got. Like, it's
bro, our options suck. Our options suck. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. This is not a political podcast. We're not here to tell you anything. I'm not going to give you any political advice, because guess what? I don't care. Like, if anything, focus on your local elections, your local politicians. Push those guys and gals. That's what matters the most. That what affects you the most. I've had people say, if Trump gets back in, he's gonna bring out all these crazy racist people. People ain't just began being
America's
racist.
America's super racist. I'm sorry.
Racism is an idea that's been around since the beginning of time. So has
racism. Older than everything. Racism is old as
ageism, sizeism,
sexism, everything.
Yeah, man, the ism's been around. That's not gonna leave. And Joe Biden, whatever he said he was gonna do, he didn't do either. So like that's not what this is for. I just wanted to get your funniest moments from that because it was super hilarious. I was talking to my dad earlier, and I was literally crying till I had to go almost take a shower of laughing and just playing that back. My funniest moment, it was 2 moments for me, bro.
What?
When Joe, and this is funny, we talk about a presidential debate, probably one of the most important things in the world.
It was terrible.
As it is a comedy, like, and that's what it was.
It was a comedy.
Joe Biden, he went up there and he said, what did he say? No, Trump was talking about something, and Joe Biden came back and he said, well, only one of us on this stage is a felon. And Trump literally looked into the camera. He smirked and shook his head yes. I said, this man is wilding on TV.
He don't care about that. He don't care about
he
nothing.
Don't care.
And
then the second moment was when it's really 3. I'm sorry. Joe, he went on for moments. I don't know what he said. Trump got up there. He said, I don't know what he said. And honestly, I don't think he know what he said either. But I was crying laughing. The last one, when that man when he told Trump that Trump had the morals of an alley cat, I about got up and just ran out the house. Like, this dude is losing his mind or lost his mind already. But for him to just say something that was just so wild, bro. I look, this is again not a political podcast at all. We not picking sides and none of this. Vote for who you want for or don't vote for nobody at all. Because guess what? We screwed either way. I feel like it don't matter. But yeah, bro, that was hilarious, dog.
Nah, Trump said your son is on crack. I was like, oh wow, okay, for sure. He said your son is convicted felon. Your son's on crack. He kept putting. I was like, oh, okay, we just don't care. Okay, for sure.
And he was just up there lying, bro. I said, bro, this man is.
He said, I didn't have sex with him. I didn't have sex with her right now. I was like, bro, we know. Like, why are you capping, fam? Like,
he was calling cap on everything.
It's a documentation that's proven. She came out and said, even that she said that it happened. Man, no, it's just your son is on crack. That just sent me. He said your son is on crack. I was like, yep, for sure. type stuff. You feel me? Yep, that's a true fact. And Joe was like, he just couldn't say anything. He was like, yep.
What can you say?
If he ain't lying. Yeah, he's not. That's one thing he did tell the truth about. If we're in an argument. They said, hey, why are you talking? Your brother on crack. I'm like, sorry, bro. Like, your uncle on crack. You're right, boy, my bad, fam.
Man, I
we're so done. We're so done.
Yeah. I don't have.
Can I move to Jamaica or something? What's the Jamaica time? Can we still do the show if I move to Jamaica? Because I feel like Jamaica be chilling.
Do you think, man? As long as you got Wi-Fi, we good.
Yeah, or Iceland or something, like some chill country where they don't got no weird dictators, and it's like. That's a very good analogy.
That's what it is, wrestling.
It's literally wrestling. They're doing a promo, very bad promos on each other. That's literally
WrestleMania 2024 is coming up.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's already passed. Yeah, it's already passed. It's 2025. Anyway, wrestling nerd, I'm sorry. Don't get me started. But, yes, that's exactly what it is. It's just two old men past. Okay, last thing question. I'm going to ask you a question. How do you feel about, like, people telling you to put an age limit on presidencies? Are you cool with that?
I 100% agree, bro. Like, the same as any other job. By the time you get 65, it's time to retire, bro. Like, you're done. Because anything that you do...
I say 70 is my limit. I say 70. Why.
Anything that you do with your old ass... Sorry for our old listeners. I'm sorry. Older listeners.
You know, you're really how old is your dad? I bet your dad was just like, dang, son.
He know. Hey.
Oh, for sure.
But anything that you do at 75, 80 years old, you're not even going to reap the benefits or see the benefits or the downfalls of what you do. Biden or Trump can go in there and send the country to hell and croak, and they gone to heaven to hell wherever they supposed to lay it. So
they could be out. They're like, hey, we out this mud.
Yeah. Like, no, bro. I ain't rocking with that.
Y'all live with it. We gone by.
Yeah. If you 35, 40, you gotta live with any decision that you do. Like, you 85 years old, you'll press the red button. You don't care. You send a nukes off. If you finna get up out of here, you don't care. Like, no. I get these old folks out here, bro. And this man got dementia. Like, he gonna press the red button. Accident. Like, let's stop, bro. Let's get these old folks out. I'm sick of this, dog. No, it should be age limits, and it should be.
What is wrong with this?
God, oh my God. Don't get these cards.
Chris, what are you doing, bro?
What is we doing, bro? These folks they eat for free at IHOP, and they are trying to run the country, dog. Like, what's going on? These folks is on AARP, and we talking about them running. Sorry, hey, you can actually get AARP at 18 if y'all don't know.
Bring Obama back. I don't care. Change rule. Bring Obama back. We was chilling when Obama was here.
Man, I don't just bring me anybody else besides these two. I really don't care. I really don't. Give me anybody else besides these two, and we'll have a conversation.
I don't like George Bush. Don't bring George Bush out.
I would gladly take George Bush right now.
I would gladly. Senior, you take George Bush senior right now. Give me
Bush.
George Bush like 77 or some stuff
Junior,
like that.
Give me Junior. I don't know about senior.
Yeah, I'm saying senior.
Junior was
old.
Man, I was gonna say a word I don't need to say. Junior was slow. Bless his heart.
He was finna
Bless
say
his heart. Bless his heart. Man, he didn't know what he was doing.
Guys.
And he would tell you he know what he was doing. So I ain't got no problem with that. He's just a good old country boy, man. But
we are this country.
Yes, yeah, man. They got to get up out of here. Get these old dudes and old women. I don't care what they are. Old aliens, get them out of here, dog.
Aliens is crazy.
Whatever they are, get them out of here, man. We are at 45 minutes. We are gonna get up out of here.
We've done overdone on this. We've dragged this out way too long.
Hey, that's what happened with a live show, man. Sometimes you get a little carried away, man. So we're gonna cut the news short, man. We appreciate y'all sticking with us on the news. We have my pops in here. Hold on. Oh, my computer is freezing. What is going on? Here we go. I don't know what is going on. There we go.
What's up, Papa Ingram?
What up, Pops? Yeah, man. You already know this is ridiculous what we got going on. King Meeks, rather have Willie Harrington.
I'm not gonna comment on that.
No comment.
I'm not commenting on that.
No comment.
I see what you're saying, but I'm not gonna touch that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna touch that.
We up with our first break, and we gonna come back with actually Grizzly ball talk, man. Y'all stay right there. We'll be right back.
Just grew up, he doubled down. You know, I mean, a year ago he was a second-round draft pick. All he does is go back and get better, and you know, re-up was National Player of the Year, and turns himself into a top 10 pick.
There seems to be kind of an inner beast within Zach that he lets out at certain times, right? There's a certain level of motivation and a kind of an inner monster in him that he's going to let out every once in a while, but when it does, it's scary.
Yeah, he's got a chip on his shoulder. There's no question about it. It's a mountain. You know, I think he's been counted out a lot, and all he's continued to do is continue to ring the bell and show up. And you know, I think he keeps his receipts better than anybody.
Which is, hey, I think that's going to make him fit very nicely in with Memphis, man. Because if there's anything about not only the Memphis Grizzlies but the city of Memphis as a whole, we are receipt keepers. I will say that.
Yeah, he'll stay on that side. I've seen that one.
Exactly.
Tune in to The Anthony Sane Show, Wednesdays and Fridays at 12 p.m. weekly on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
And it's the reason why I believe that they just went positional need. They went team need with Zach Edey. And it ended up being controversial, but only because it was the 9th pick. If they would have made that pick at 14 and traded back and took Edey, it would not be controversial. But it's controversial because you took it at 9. And it's only controversial because nobody mocked it there, and that's all we look at is mock drafts. But they went positional need. They needed a center. They loved Edey. They got Edey at 9. They just took him. It was just sometimes it's just as simple as that. Yeah. So, but what that allows them to, I think it's a vote of confidence in Brandon Clark too.
Yeah. Tune in to the $2 Sports Show with Rusty Witten and Drew Gann every Friday at 3 p.m. only on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
Welcome back to the No Bluffin podcast, where we keep it all the way real, all the way raw, and all the way honest about everything Grizzlies, man. I don't know what's done happened to my camera over here. Here we go. It just jumped while we was off. But we back, man. We're gonna get into some Grizzly news for sure. If y'all are not been tapped in, which I know y'all have, there's no way y'all Grizzly fans and y'all don't know what's going on in the Grizzly sphere. I mean, there's no way that's happening. But the Grizzlies did pick up some new players, man. We got some new players coming to the city. We got a center, we got a guard, and we got a wing, man. If you don't know, we did pick up at number 9, Purdue center Zach Edey. Shout out to Anthony Sane and Kenny Stubblefield. They had his high school coach, as y'all just saw on the commercial on their show. And we're gonna get some other people, you know, in the Bluff City media all around these prospects. I can't even call them prospects, but they're on the team now. But the new team
draftees.
There you go.
Yeah.
We're going to get some paper. We got some people lined up for you guys this summer. So y'all tap into all the shows. They're going to be coming on different shows for sure. But we got Zach Edey at number 9. We definitely got Jaylen Wells at 39. a wing 6'8" that can shoot the cover off the ball, can create. I'm excited for him. And Cam Spencer, which is a 2-time champion, a winner, a guy that can shoot the ball, and he brings just that grit and grind for the show.
Tough. Every cold team, and then Kenny, don't get mad at me. Every cold team need a tough white boy on their team.
Everyone.
They gonna need a cold white boy that just know how to hoop. And I like that in Cam. I didn't know a lot about Cam Smith before we drafted him. Then I was watching some film on him and actually looking him up. Yeah, the boy can ball. Like he's gonna be a plug-in player. He's not gonna play 30 minutes a game. He gonna for them 5 to 10 minutes. He gonna give you all he got. He gonna play his heart out. He gonna affect the game in some type of way. I'm not gonna talk about it even, but I just watching his film. I fell in love with Cam Spencer very, very early. That's what I'm gonna say. Very quick.
Man, we're gonna talk about them one by one. I don't want to kind of throw it all on you at one time. I want to kind of break down your reactions, the way you feel about the player, the pick itself, and where you see them fit into the team this year and going forward. So we got to start with the big guy in the middle. Like we have to start with him. We picked him at number 9. There was some speculation up until that pick that it was going to be somebody else. We even got some intel maybe about a week or so that it's probably going to be somebody else, not the one that people were thinking. And it ended up being Zach Edey, bro. And on last show, I said, if it was up to me, give me somebody that's ready to go right now. And that's what Zach Kleiman sounds like he's, ready to do. So what's your thoughts on Zach Edey? What was your reaction when we picked him at 9 live? And if anything has changed since then?
I was going through a lot of different emotions kind of during the draft because I was watching with my dad and my brother, and we were just going through it. And we was like, okay, if Clinton falls outside the top 5, we may have it may be a little shake it up. Then he got to 6, and it was like, oh, okay. Because I was set on Edey before like the draft even happened. I was like, I said, if Clinton drop out top 5, we may have something serious here because there was rumors about us trading up to get him. I was like, oh, he dropping out of top 5. Then I was like, San Antonio's not gonna pick him. And the reports came out that we were trying to trade up. We was like, oh no, what's going on? Everybody just went. The Grizz Twitter went ballistic for like 10 whole minutes. I can't remember the dude it was. And I can't remember his name, but the Grizz Twitter was on his head. They was on his head for the next 2 days.
Oh, Jake Fisher.
Jake Fisher. Yep. Jake. I'm sorry, Jake. If you're watching this show, I apologize. Actually, I'm not. I'm sorry because you caught this on yourself. Actually,
he had a bad night, bro.
No, you had Grizz. You had Chris Vernon at the watch party saying Jake Fisher. If you mess up this pick, if Chris Vernon says something on the official Grizzlies watch party, it's something. So yeah. Right. So I was like, oh, we may get Clinic, and I remember I said I don't want Clinic, but just the aspect of us getting him, I was like, oh wow, okay, this is something different. But when Portland finally told, I was like, okay, we're getting Edey, and then we finally took the pick. I was like, great pick.
Right.
Best. I didn't have no big exuberant reactions because it's like, yo, that's exactly what we needed. He is ready to go straight up. There's some questions about him being slow, but if y'all actually watch the film, he's not really that slow. If there'll be fears in his pick and roll defense, but if you watch the film, he's not that bad pick and roll defense. I just think it comes down to him being NBA condition, number 1, him staying healthy. And if Jenkins, we're going to talk about that later, can put him in a position where he doesn't clog up the paint for Ja and Dez and Jaren and Gigi and Vince and everybody else. If he does that, he's going to be a great player for this team. He's going to protect the rim. People say he's not a live player. Zach Edey caught lobs last year. Again, y'all don't watch film. Why don't y'all watch film? Just look. YouTube is free. Just go to look up Zach Edey Purdue highs. You're gonna see him catching lobs. Getting putbacks. That's all we need. So I just feel like he fills a big hole that we had. And I saw a lot of people was like, oh, he's too big, he's too slow, Taco Fall. Like, we need someone a little more. Like, bro, they're not similar players. And we was talking about, we both hopped on Sane's show after the lottery happened. We was all kind of saying the same thing. So if y'all want to go back and get our pure reactions afterwards, go back and watch Sane. Shout out Sane. But yeah, that was my pure reaction, bro. Great pick. I feel like he's going to fill a lot of holes. People expect him to be a 30, 35 minute per game. No, he's not going to be in the close line unless we need him to. Jaren Jackson Jr. and yes, I agree, King Meeks. He's not going to be to beat. Jaren Jackson Jr. and Brandon Clark are going to close a lot of games. Just to let y'all know. That's going to be our closing front court for a lot of games, especially in the playoffs. He's going to be this utility guy that's going to come in and be matchup nightmares for other people. So I say good pick. We need to have that man a nickname. I've been thinking, but I can't think of a nickname yet for Edey. But we had Big Spain for Mark, and I can't think of nothing else for Edey. So we need to think of a nickname for that man before he moves to Memphis for real. You know. Oh yeah, shout out him for not going to the Olympics. I didn't expect that to happen. He said, "Bump the Olympics. I want to be locked in with this team from the jump," and I think that's a testament of how locked in he is, how serious he is about. He knows the pressure's on him. He knows that. So him saying, "All right, forget my national team. I'm gonna prove these folks that I'm ready for the jump, and I'm gonna do everything I can to make myself as acclimated with the team as soon as possible." Because he knows he's gonna be the missing piece for this championship. So what do? Let's move to Memphis early. Let's start practicing with my teammates early. Let's start learning the system early and get to it. So shout out Edey, man. I feel like we're gonna look back on this as one of the 3 to 5 best Grizzlies draft picks of like most important Grizzlies draft picks of all time. I feel like Mark, Mike, Ja, and Edey are like 4 biggest Grizzlies draft picks or acquisitions of all time when it's all said and done. I know that's probably a big take, but that's how I solely believe about it. And that's why after those 3, I feel like Edey's gonna be right. Because like, yeah, you can count Zebo and TA, but we got them through trade. I'm to my guys we got in the offseason through draft. I feel like he's gonna be right up there.
Yeah, now you got me thinking on that one.
Who else would you put in front of him? Like most important, like franchise changing picks?
No, I'm trying to think of what my top 4 would be. It's definitely Ja. It's definitely Ja and Edey in there. I can't put Mike because people, y'all got to respect.
I wasn't saying order. I wasn't saying order. I was
no. Right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying in my 4, like we had Kyle Lowry. I think if you swap out Mike and Kyle Lowry long term, we get the same result.
No, we're not gonna have this conversation right now, but I disagree. But we're not gonna go into that.
We'll have that. We'll have that. Let's table that one. Yeah, that's gonna be some good content. Y'all make sure y'all tap into that one. Yeah. Definitely Ja, Edey, Gigi Jackson. I know this is remorse, and I'm gonna say Pau Gasol. That's the 4th. I'm not putting them in no. I am gonna put them in order. I'm gonna put Ja number 1. I'm gonna put Pau number 2 because of what he was able to cultivate and start. And then if I gotta put the last 2,
Edey and Gigi.
It's Edey and Gigi, but I'm trying to figure out which one would I put 3rd and which one I put 4th.
I already know what you're gonna say.
No, dog, they tied for 3rd. I can't even put one over.
Wow,
I can't do it.
The king of the Gigi train doesn't put Gigi at number 3.
I can't do it. But in regards to the whole Zach Edey thing, my initial reaction, my wife would tell you, I yelled in the house. Shout out to Zach Kleiman, 2 years in a row has got a yell out of me, a positive yell out of me. On man, loud, for real. By the way, if y'all don't see, I dropped the link in the YouTube. If you're not watching us on YouTube, you're watching us on Twitter, come over to YouTube. We got the link in the comments. If you tap in, we will vet you, but we will get you in to ask a question live on the show. Just trying to do something a little bit different while we're doing these live shows. So there's a link. Got to be on YouTube to get on here, and we will go from there. But yeah, man, I yelled because for me, I was praying, bro, that we didn't get Clingan. I'm sorry, like, I don't think Clingan is going to be the best big in this draft. I don't think he's going to be the second best big in this draft. He might not, in my personal opinion, might not even be the 3rd or 4th best big in this draft when it's all said or done. That's just me personally. I think that his base is weak. And even though he's 7'2", we've seen 7'2" players all our life. We've seen 7'1" players, 7-foot players. I don't think he's going to be able to take a beating as much as a guy like an Edey would. And his game is not finesse enough to get him away from the basket the way that maybe a Khalil Ware or Rashard, a Dayron Holmes, those type of players. So I was begging the basketball guys to make this shake out some kind of way where we didn't end up with him. And so when we got Edey, I said, man, let's go. Like, it's really time to get serious. And I'll be honest, like, for me personally, I wasn't on the start Edey train even before, even though I felt like that needed to be the pick beforehand. I was like, man, we need to get some type of big. It could be a 4 to push Jaren to the 5, or it could be, a legit center, push Jaren down to the 4 and let Edey walk into this, let him crawl. Where I'm at with it now, especially after listening to Zach Kleiman talk after that presser, make sure y'all check it out if y'all haven't. Start him night one, bro. Like,
please,
what do we do?
Please do. If we gonna go for this and forget, I was gonna say, I'm not gonna cry. Forget the walking into, bro. Edey knows what time it is, but we don't got time to be trying to walk people through it. That was for last year, and that's why Gigi and Vince turned out the way they did. I'm sorry, Edey, you got a rough thing. You're into the championship mode season. Yes, Austin, we agree. We just need Edey to be big, take up space, and rebound. Exactly right. We don't have time. Edey, we don't have time for Edey to develop. Well, he's gonna develop. We don't have time. Like, okay, let's walk him into the NBA. Let's try to get his few in. No, throw that big old dude in the deep end. Let that boy swim. Like, real talk.
And what I like about him, man, he's a much more mature rookie. We ain't talking about something, and obviously I'm gonna sound crazy saying this because I have been ready to unleash Gigi. Like, let's stop. He got a year under his belt. His talent is crazy. Let's just go ahead and get it out the way.
Yeah.
But Edey being a rookie, he's not your typical rookie. Number one, he's 7'5" with shoes on. Number two, he's a 2-time player of the year.
He's played winning basketball.
And not only that, he was the focal point of the winning basketball this last year. He was getting doubled and triple teamed and still had a hell of a season, like one of the most productive college seasons in basketball we've ever seen, bro. So am I saying he's gonna be Shaq or whatever dominant big that you want to name, or Bill Russell or Wilt Chamberlain? I'm not saying he's gonna be that. I ain't gonna discount the shit either, though.
It's in the realm of possibility. That's what you're saying.
I'm just not gonna discount it. Like, I'm not saying that's what he's gonna be. So y'all can try to clip up what y'all want, but I'm not gonna discount it either for the simple fact that I can't remember who I was listening to, or somebody put a post out. I can't remember who this was. So if it's somebody that's listening to watch right now, I apologize that I'm not crediting you with this. It may have been Coach Vaughn. I may be wrong. But basically, it was talking about how we've only seen maybe 3 or 4 players ever come in the league and be 7'5". We've only seen maybe 3 to 4 players come in and be 300 pounds or more. But we've never seen a player come in and be both. I said, oh, damn. When you think about that, and then I was talking to my dad earlier, when you put in the fact that, like, he talks about how his legs are strong because he played hockey. That dude has a base like no other. You can't move him. I don't care who you're going to put on him that's going to move him in the NBA right now. There's no Shaqs out there. Like, nobody's going to dominate him in that regard. The footwork that he has, the intangibles, the hand-eye coordination that he has from playing baseball.
He has touch around the rim, too. He has very nice, he has soft hands.
Hands. Pause.
Great touch around. Bro, I would love to just see him and Zebo just in the offseason just working together. Just, oh my, I know their games are different. Just learn, just getting positioning, how to use your body in the right. Because Zebo couldn't jump over a phone book. He was only 6'8", 6'9", but he got every rebound, every putback you needed. Edey, shout out, get to Zebo. Anyway, keep moving.
I don't think Zebo, man. I've been asking Zebo to get with Jaren. I've been asking Zebo to get with everybody. Zebo,
Zebo want to be the ambassador of the team. He ain't trying to get in the gym with them.
He ain't putting in no work outside of his daughter. That's it.
Yes, I would say he's in the gym with his daughter. When his daughter go to college, maybe.
That's it.
His daughter go to college,
but he could be a very dominant player in the league, bro. Like I want to say, it was just Austin. You talking about him just taking up space and rebounding, setting screens, putbacks, things like that, bro. The dude can average. Is it out of the realm of possibility for this dude to average 16 points next year based of just lobs and putbacks?
The only reason I say yes because that's 16 points. That's still taking points and shots away from other people. It's not.
Listen to what I said. I know
putbacks. I know. That's still. It's only a certain amount of not a certain amount of points.
You took the shot. I just put it back. That's it. You missed it. I just put it back.
Yeah. I just think 16 is still taking the average away from other people. That's all I'm saying. Because okay. I think he's gonna average 12 and 11. That's my average for him this year. 10 to 12 and 11. Because think about it, if he's having 16 points, that means he's gonna be behind Ja, Des, Jaren, maybe Jaren. So he's gonna be the 4th leader scorer on his team. Or unless we scoring 130 points a game.
So be it. See,
I just don't see that happening.
This is my thing, bro. We have to start thinking. I'm not saying this is not the way that you're thinking, but I know this is a sentiment that we see on Grizz Twitter a lot, to where like we have to temper our games or our productivity or whatever the case may be based off a name. Bro, if Zach Edey go out there and scores 20 points a night off of putbacks and mismatches or whatever, then that's just on him. Like, I'm not going to take, if he's productive, I'm not going to take away his productivity to please Jaren or please Desmond Bain and I love Ja and Gigi. But if he's being productive, what are we doing? We're trying to win games. We're trying to win a championship. So I'm not saying he's going to do that. But if he is putting up 16, 18 points a night, what are we going to stop it for? Because guess what that does? It makes the game easier for everybody we just named. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was talking about my pops, bro. Like, you got Ja, Dez. I want Gigi to start, but even if you don't and you start Marcus Smart, if he's still here, you got Jaren and you got Edey. You cannot double or triple team Zach Edey. You can't.
You got slashers. Going to the rim on your head. That's how basketball works.
Yeah, bro. Like, this is finna be ridiculous, dog. So I think that he's the betting favorite right now for Rookie of the Year, and that's more to me, that's so crazy. Based off his it's based off his situation. Like, if he went to whose lottery team? If he went to the Portland Trailblazers where Klingon went, I don't know if those odds are the same. But I put my bid in.
And this is the last thing is I can see that. Always not say he may not win because of the numbers. His impact's gonna be great though. His impact if they're going off of impact, he should definitely win Rookie of the Year for sure. Like, impact to winning, oh my gosh. But Kleiman said this thing, and we're gonna talk about Kleiman a lot. He said this thing during the post-draft like presser. People keep talking about, I'm paraphrasing, people keep talking about how he's gonna match up with other people. People didn't talk about how he's gonna match up with us. He's 7'5", 300 pounds. That is a matchup night. Like, people logistically think about that. This isn't no 6'11", 7 foot, 220, 230, 240 dude. He's 300 pounds and he can move. Exactly. Me and Chris be on the same. I swear everything bro. I love. Me and Chris be on the same wavelength, like 75% of the time. But anyway, he's 7'5", 300 pounds. Do you know how like massive like that impact is on the floor? Just having someone that big on the floor.
It's crazy, like, bro. Literally just taking up space with his own
just
space.
Taking us like literally he takes up the paint. Like literally he takes up, he puts 1 foot right here and 1 foot right there. He's taking up the whole interior of the paint. He can put his hands over the rim by literally standing his tippy toes.
He cut the rim when they won with no ladder, fam. He just
like bro, like bro. He's literally a behemoth. He's literally a Goliath. Like, this is what the people in the olden times used to write legends about. People built like him.
It was Edey's.
Like, they're gonna beware of the Edey's. Like, come on. I bet like if y'all believe in like evolution and tribe, I bet his like tribe was all like super, super tall, like in like the 16th or 15th century, and they just went down and just like, bro, he's a once in a generation type of athlete. Like, seriously. 7'5", 300 and move. Like, come on,
like crazy. People were saying that before the draft, like he's a generational this and that, and I'm like, all right, bro, y'all tripping. But when you dig into it, name me another one.
I agree, and Wayno, like if y'all look back, this was my mentality before the draft happened. I didn't want to draft a bid because I was hesitant about being went out, but Edey is literally, if anyone could be in that position, is Edey because he's played high intense basketball for his whole collegiate career. Dang near in high schools, he was playing at IMG Academy, which was one of the best high schools in America. He wasn't
getting no tick.
He was still playing though. He was still being around, being around in that type of environment can still have a ripple effect for the people that's on the bench that may not be playing all the time. Definitely. So he goes to IMG, be around some of the best players in the country. Then he goes to Purdue, becomes one of the best players in the country, has played in multiple Elite Eights and Final Fours. Like, he knows how to win. I'm not saying college is the direct translate of the NBA. I'm not saying that, but it gets you dang prepared though.
Yeah.
You can tell when certain guys, like we said with David Mitchell, like Again, I'm not trying to bring Bronny back in, but guys like that that's play good collegiate basketball, them guys know how to do. Christian Braun for the Nuggets. He serves with why because he knows how to play ball. And I can go down a list of guys in the league that are like that.
Yep.
And Edey be that next guy. And he's 7'6" and 300 pounds. So come on, fam.
Bro, I'm going to love playing 2K with these dudes. I ain't going to hold you.
Folk gonna be sick of me. Oh my gosh. Folk gonna be sick of
My
me.
front court is going to be a 6'10" Gigi, a 7-foot Jerry, and a 7'5" Edey. What are you going to do with that? Come on, dog.
Defense at the rim is nothing. It's going. Okay, I know you talking about. I'm gonna ask you a quick question. So your starting line next year is Ja, Dez, Gigi, Tripp, and Edey. That's your starting five next year.
If I was Taylor Jenkins, I would be running to put that 5 out there on the floor. Absolutely.
I just want to hear what you had to say. We can keep. I just want to hear straight up. Yo,
and let me tell you this, because I know we talked about this on draft night as well.
Yeah.
I want Gigi to be the starter. I'm sorry. That's in me. I'm not going to come off of it. But if Marcus Smart does start, I don't care because your average front court is 7'2", 7'3". Who is going to score at the rim at that? Zach Edey can stay where he wants to. Jaren can roam. Marcus Smart can hold his own. Like, I don't care I want Gigi to start. Just the fan in me. And I think he's got the potential to do it. Also, if you talk about him, basically defending the best player, you don't want a young guy to do that. He's gonna have to do it eventually, so you might as well get him while he got his youngest legs. But also, behind him, when you got 2 7-footers like that are ready to just knock it out to the other side, just spike it into the crowd, bro. I think that gives him more confidence than anything to take chances.
He's not on an island. He's not on an island by himself. And that's Zach, and I didn't mean to cut you off, but I know exactly where he was going. He's not on. You understand, people, because a lot of guys, if you know this, that talk on Twitter didn't play basketball. So if you play basketball, or you understand, you play defense more aggressively when you know you got on your back line. Even football, if you know why the corners play press, we play football. Why the corners play press? Because they know they safety got their back. It's the same. It's the same thing with basketball. Yep. If Zach Edey can play as aggressive as you want, if you know Jaren got his back. And if Gigi comes along defensively, and Gigi's not a bad defender, if Gigi has his back. Or Brandon Clark, he's vertical. He can get up and block shots too. Like, our defense, people don't understand. Like, do I think we need another bid? We're gonna talk about that.
Please, Lord, please.
We'll get some bail. Exactly. Our half court, he opens up our half court offense too, because that's just another, and he can pass too. You can put him in a high post and let Ja and Dez and Gigi and just cut off of him. Because, like you said, DC the snapper, our half court offense has been stagnant over the past few years.
Right.
I'm not saying he's gonna be a back to the basket guy every time down, but hey, bro, I can see Ja. You know how Ja, he gets hung up in the air sometimes. You don't know. He can just throw that junk up.
Throw it up. Just throw it up.
Throw it up. Because Ja, it's not even a bad thing. Ja has a tendency to believe his own athleticism a little too much. He just jumps in the air and hit with no plan and just tries to do something with the ball. Now he has somebody you could just throw it to and get in. But
hey, that's a good comment. Amazing. I like that. Edey 100% raises the floor, because if you even throw Edey where he is right now on that team last year and don't nobody get hurt. Like, we looked at what we did with Bismack Biyombo for those 9 games Ja played. You can put somebody that doesn't have brick hands. You can put somebody that's a legit 7'5", not 6'8". You can put somebody that's 22 years old, not 38 years old. Like, he 100% is the floor raiser. When Gigi hits his stride, though, good God, bro. You talking about? Somebody said, like, we had a core 5 now.
Yeah,
like,
really 6, honestly.
Nuts.
Really 6.
Who?
If you ask Smart, that's really 6. Gigi,
if here,
he's gonna be here. We're not gonna make that a time. We're gonna talk about that on another show. But Ja, I think he's gonna be here. I think Marcus Smart. I'm saying playing my favorite. I think Marcus Smart is gonna play this whole year. That's just my belief and what I've heard and all that. But with Ja, Dez, Gigi, Tripp, Edey, and Smart, that's 6 right there. And you want to add Clark if you want to, depending on you ask, that's 7. Like, these boys ain't ready.
We're gonna talk about that too, bro. Clark ain't in my untouchables no more.
We're not getting John Collins, fam. Chill. We're not getting John.
I don't care about John Collins. I don't care.
So why are you talking about Clark? Then who else would you be trying to?
This is my thing, and you're gonna agree with this when I lay it out in this way. Watch, or if y'all in the comments, y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. You got Zach Edey. That at this point right now, at least we haven't seen him be a floor spacer. We haven't seen it yet. Now I've heard in workouts he is knocking down threes like a mug. I saw video clips from him. He's at the combine. He was letting it fly, knocking it down. His shot looks just like Nikola Jokic, and we've seen Jokic's form work. So hey, whatever. But at this point, he's not a floor spacer. Jaren is.
Mm-hmm.
You can't play BC and Edey together, at least right now. You can't. And he's 6'7" on a good day. And he can't shoot. So if I can put somebody in that rotation of Edey, Jaren, and somebody that is taller and can at least knock down the three at a 30% clip, that expands what I can do, makes me way more versatile. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to push John Collins at this point. Like, it is what it is. We still got 3 months. That's all I'm going to say. but that's what I'm talking about. Like, for $12.5 million, I know his deal is up in maybe a year or two. If somebody calls and I can upgrade this roster, I'm not hanging up the phone for Brandon Clark. I'm sorry. Edey and Jaren is the front court of the future at this point. So yeah, give me somebody that can space it, not somebody that can't. That's all.
I see your point, but again, logistically, how does that look, and who is that? But I see your point.
Man, stop being scared, bro. Go get somebody. That's what they get paid for. Go get somebody.
I don't necessarily disagree. It's just logistically. I like Brandon Clark on his team. I just do. I see your point, though. I automatically see your point. I don't have no quarrels with your point. I see Brandon Clark as just a Swiss Army knife on your team that just some people don't account for. He just does like the little things, the dirty things that don't show up in the box score that he does very well.
I agree.
And I think you can't trade those. You can trade, but you can't. Those type of guys just don't come along every draft or every day. You know, like he's very good at being that dirty player guy on your team that gets tip outs, get loose ball. Like I just like that type of dude on my team. You know, that's why I see your point. That's why I want Brandon Clark on the team, because those guys. You can't get enough of those guys, and you always need at least one or two in your roster to really make that championship team together. So that's how I feel about BC.
If you can upgrade your roster using him, right? You still keep running Marcus Smart. That's my other thing. I'd rather have Smart. If I gotta choose, roster, I would rather have Smart, and that's another reason why I want to send him out. But if I could send out BC and picks and end of roster guys, whatever, to upgrade my top 8. So I'm talking about bringing in a Cam Johnson or somebody of that level that can just maximize my top 8, top 9.
Yeah.
Can't I just re-sign Lamar Stevens at $5 million a year and get him to be
I don't think they want Lamar Stevens, because I don't know why they haven't re-signed dude yet. I don't know why they
because it's redundant.
Like
right now it's redundant, and I'm a Lamar Stevens fan through and through. But right now, where he gonna play?
He gonna find a role. Like Lamar Stevens can play anywhere, bro. Like. He can play anywhere. Just sign this dude, bro.
They gotta get some roster spots, dog.
Bro, get rid of them white boys in the bitch. Jit, Laravia, Aldama, and Zaire, you dang near like them too.
I about to say, I ain't gonna throw no color into it because Zaire can roll. Zaire can roll.
All of them dudes can.
Santi can roll. Zaire can roll. Like I said, I'm not shutting down the phone for no BC. I promise you, I'm getting him up out of here. Austin said he can get offensive rebound. Yes,
that's what Edey, but that's what Edey's there for.
Now, yeah. No, he was talking about Edey. My bad. I'm catching up, y'all. My bad. I keep calling him Lurch. I just want him to dunk.
He's not Lurch.
I don't know who Lurch is, but
bro, it's from a movie. It's from a movie back, and I can't think of the movie. It's just thing they call every big man. It's from a movie. He's quoting a movie. I just can't think of the movie right now. Wayne, say what movie you're quoting. My brain isn't working right now.
Let us know what movie that is. I agree. GG is 18, 19 still. He might be taller than Jared at some point. Ain't no telling. No. We talked about this earlier with Darius. No. Evan don't want him. Bring him to me. Depending on what moves they make, I'm cool. The Garden of Edey.
That's a nice nickname. I like that.
DC, I know you are a photographer. Shout out to DC the Snapper. I know you're a photographer, bro. You need to try to get in contact with Edey, and I don't know if you need to go to Botanical Gardens or something, but I need to see that. I need to see that on wax. That'll be actually kind of dope.
Yes, you see a 7'5" Asian Canadian in the middle of the Botanical Garden just taking.
Man, that'll be wild, man. That'd
be a funny sight to see. I would love to see that. I bet you get a good penny doing that too.
Yeah. Did we mention Memphis Sound the Warriors? We did not.
Memphis Sound the Warriors?
Oh, you ain't see that?
No, I didn't see that. I mean, why? Oh my gosh! Why? Oh my.
First of all, he op. That's number one. He op. He went to the op.
He is off for that.
I don't care.
He get your bread, but like
get your
bread. But out of all D Mill, come on, Mill.
Maybe that's what his market was, bro. Which it's hard for me to believe that, but
he wasn't playing that much.
He was hurt.
He was hurt.
Yeah. They gave him, I think it was like 12.5 million or something.
I missed that. That's crazy.
The Warriors are done, bro. Stick a fork in them. They lost. Yeah, they done.
Cooked.
They done. I disagree. BC is the rebounder off the bench. As of now, Jeffrey, I get it. As of now, yeah, but if you can upgrade your backup big to a Dayron Sharp that's 6'10", almost 7 foot, and is a bigger body at a cheaper salary, I'm gonna do that and get me another top 8 player.
I see what you're saying. Me, we ain't gonna see eye to eye. I like BC on this team. Okay, no, he's slow. He's old. No.
That
he was doing good. He was doing a lot of good points, and now that was your first miss of the day.
Yeah, he's 3 inches taller than Bismack Biyombo, and basically it's the same thing at this point. Brick hands.
No.
Yeah, no. About 5 years ago, though, I was bored.
Houston, Clint Capella. Yeah, I'll take him. But nah. After he got the bag, he turned bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. Hope JJ is going to rebound.
He's not gonna rebound. Just stop. Give it up, bro. He's not rebounding. Jaren, that's why we drafted Edey. I'm sorry. That's why we drafted Edey. So Jaren don't have to rebound like that. Jaren
I don't know if you was on that, if you saw the episode or not. We had the Michael Cole on here. If you haven't, just tap into that one, bro. The Michael, he definitely changed my whole viewpoint on that situation. I'll be honest. But it's over with.
He's not. Jaren, if anything, if this the year that Jaren raised, I can see this being the year that Jaren may raise his rebound a little bit because Edey's gonna carry so much attention boxing out. They may just
clear it out for him.
They're just gonna clear it out. So if Jaren averages 7 rebounds this year, I would not be surprised. But am I betting on that to happen? No, I'm not, because I love Jaren. I think Jaren's one of the cornerstones of this franchise, but he just doesn't rebound. Like, I'm sorry, people need to lay. We've been talking about this for 6 years now.
It's time to have a funeral, man. He ain't gonna do it. I don't get it because he's athletic and he's 7 feet. All you gotta do is literally just try to jump. Like, we talking about Zebo. Like, Zebo couldn't jump over a phone book. I get it. He was a little chunky, but like Jaren, you're built like you're a freaking
positioning, fam.
Yeah, like you were like why don't you just jump? Like, you don't jump on your shot and you don't jump for rebounds. You're literally said whatever. Anyway, yeah, King, make sure you get my blood pressure worked up, bro. I ain't finna do it with you. Nope. Pops, BC is a slasher, and you need that as well. No one else cut very much. That is a great point. But he can't shoot, man. I'm just like, he is great for what he does, man. He just need, I don't know. I need somebody to do a little bit more. I need a little bit more. Who broke that man's shot, bro? That's my thing. Who broke his shot? He was shooting threes okay his rookie year. Like, what happened? Does he need to go back to the high top? Is it the braids? What Kendrick say? Is it the braids? Is that
now,
what
whoever our shooting coach? Nah, I can't remember the dude's name. Our shooting coach, because he messed up. Either he messed up folks shot or folks shot didn't get better with him. So hey, Jaren still push his shot like he a fourth grader. Like, Jaren is strong.
Somebody say he shoot like a girl, and I feel that laughing, bro.
I don't know about that. I see them saying
that. Watching the show, but that was hilarious.
I don't know about that one. But nah, certain things ain't gonna change. Some things are what they are. Sometimes it is what it is. How you exclude my boy? If he is a core guy, smart. Over smart, I don't disagree. But yes, Vince is also in that core.
I think Vince is gonna get priced out. But we gonna get priced out.
Yeah, I don't see him being, because his value is gonna raise so much. And I agree with you, amazing. Like, he's for his contract, he's gonna be one of the best players on this team, or a very valuable player on this team. but I don't see him playing unless he just takes another pay cut because we're gonna have to pay. Because amazing, you can answer this if you're listening. Who would you rather pay, Gigi or Vince? The answer is Gigi. So we have to pick one of them to choose, and we're gonna pick Gigi, especially if Gigi continues on the trajectory that he's on. So I'm sorry, Vince Williams not gonna be on this team for a long time because his value is gonna be so high and we can't pay him. Because we have 3 max contracts. Gigi go get close to a max. We don't have enough money. Like
might be paying Edey a max. Edey gonna get $500 million.
I'm the day that happens, I may krill over and die. NBA players make so much money. Oh my gosh, they make so much money, fam. Like it's ridiculous, bro. But I love Vince. I think Vince, his crazy self, his Black Air Force energy self. I hope we win a championship when he's here because he's one of the guys. I'm gonna be so sad if we win a championship without him because he is gonna be one of the most valuable players on this team for the next 3 years. He's gonna be crazy. He's gonna. I don't want to get into it soon, but I'm gonna talk about it. Climate St. Vince will have a single role going for it. He will. We're not disagreeing with you on that, but he's gonna get priced out unless he decides to take a pay cut. And I don't want to go into this because this is gonna be a future problem. I'm gonna say that this more. Don't be surprised if Vince Williams plays down the stretch more than Marcus Smart. Don't be surprised if he plays down the stretch more than Gigi Jackson sometimes because Vince Williams is a great defender that is confident with the ball in his hands, that can do a little bit of air, that doesn't make mental mistakes. I love Gigi, but he is still young. Gigi, he has to mature into playing. Well, I'm not questioning his talent. Gigi is gonna have to mature into playing those moments. I love Marcus Smart, but he is infamous for choking in bad high intense moments when he has the ball in his hand. I'm sorry. I love Vince Williams with the ball in his hands more than Marcus Smart and Gigi down the stretch because he can make the right decisions with the ball. He's a veteran. He knows how to hoop. He's not a veteran, but he plays like he's
been playing at like like an outside court. Like he's been out there just schooling dudes forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he give off.
And y'all can quote on me. Y'all can stamp this now. The closing lineup for this team most.
He got the dog in you, King Meeks.
Okay, y'all can stand. Y'all may hate this. Yeah, y'all may hate this. But the close lineup for most of these games is going to be Ja, Dez, Vince Williams, Brandon Clark, and James Jr. And if we don't get another big, I can see that being a star lineup because you need some defense on the floor. You need some defense on the floor. He was a D shooter. You're right about that. Talking about BC.
I don't know what happened.
I just think that lineup right there has enough offense to win and has enough defense to switch and do things. That's gonna be the closing lineup, and y'all gonna see the value of Vince Williams for real. That's crazy. Well, you go. What? Ain't you back on your lunch break? I know your lunch break over with. You just clowning now. We love the videos where you was clowning. Where your boss at, fam? Your boss like, dang, where Wayno at?
That's
he clown on No Bluffin pod. They can get off Z, LaRavia, Jitty, Food G, but not the rest of the league. Yeah, that's a fact. He love Jit and LaRavia. I like Jit. He's a smooth dude having a team, but I don't want him on my team no more. I feel like I can have a good conversation with Jit. He seems like a pretty cool dude. But
you're gonna be the one talking. Jit ain't gonna say nothing to you. Jit ain't gonna say nothing. Santi in space. Also, let me say this, bro. Like my thoughts on Santi, and you can tell me yours too, Evan. My thing with, and I've said this before, Santi is a tweener. Like, and going into next year, if we bring in another big, he's probably gonna be the 5th big behind Edey, Jaren, BC, said big. And then it'll be him. So he's a 5th big. If we talking about the wing / guard, you got Ja, Dez, Marcus Smart, Gigi, Vince Williams. That makes him the 6th basically wing guard in that rotation.
Yeah.
It's nowhere for him to play. Like if Santi would get some heart, let's not say that. He has heart. He got heart. So let me not take that back. He damn near one of the only people that stand up to people when, dudes is getting fired on. But he doesn't play tough. Like he definitely folds when physicality comes his way. And for him to just be jacking shots and can't be physical, that's where I'm like, I mean, he's coming up on an extension at the end of this season. So you got to figure out if you want to pay him. Again, going back to me talking about BC, like it's a lot of stuff where this money is about to get thin with all these max players that we have. I think Santi right now is your biggest trade chip, and you need to find a way to move him, some picks, and probably some of these slow dudes that Ray was talking about at the end of your roster off this team to make some space. That's probably Santi's, calling at this point, sadly. That's just me. What's your thoughts on Santi?
Kind of the same, like, and I was thinking about this today when he was talking about the Paul George thing. On paper, Paul George looks great for the 76ers. On paper, Santi looks great for this team. But logistically, he doesn't do the right things for the foreseeable future that allocates to winning basketball.
Mm-hmm.
When he gets hot, he gets very hot. But his volume and his clip doesn't match up enough for me. And he's terrible on defense. He's a terrible defender. So you add that, like, this is the best way to have if you never had to play him. The problem we had to play him. That's accurate. That's very accurate. But
you had to pay him.
Yeah, and you had to pay him too. Like, on paper, Santi, like, he's a 7-foot guard basically that can shoot the ball at a high level when he's hot. On paper, that sounds good, but he doesn't play defense. He has terrible shot selection, and he's inconsistent with his decision with the ball, because he will try to do like a behind the back pass, sometimes a flashy pass. He tries to do that. He tries to do too much with the ball, especially when he gets in those hot streaks.
Mm-hmm.
We can find another Santi Aldama, especially if we find another big, and I feel like if we get another shooter, or Jaylen Wells plays enough minutes, we have enough floor space on the floor. This is the year we actually have floor spacing. Like, we've never had floor spacing before. Even if we re-sign Luke Kennard, we still have floor spacing.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't need Santi on the perimeter just checking up 4-5 threes a game. We don't need him to. So I feel like Santi is a serviceable NBA player, just not on this team.
Yeah. Let him go. Let him, grow his wings and fly somewhere else. Maybe he can go to. Nah, I ain't gonna send him to Philly. He can go somewhere. Go to Brooklyn, bro, and be up there next to Nick Claxton or something.
Cam Johnson, y'all just shoot 33s a game together.
Get me somebody. Y'all, again, we got it posted in the chat. You got to come on YouTube to get that link. But if you want to come in and ask a question live, just go ahead and hit that. We'll vet you, make sure everything good. You come over here trying to show no skin or do nothing crazy. We ain't trying to get the Bluff City Media YouTube page shut down. But we get you on. You can ask your question, and we'll go from there. Obviously, you can stay in the chat, and we can we can talk to you through the chat. My bad. Back on track, man. And we're gonna go ahead and get
sound like Joe Biden now. Man, sound like Joe Biden.
Right. Right. That's crazy. We're gonna move on. We talked about Edey enough. Excited for him being in summer league. This dude, we'll talk more about him, but I'm just super excited for that pick.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's move to Jaylen Wells, man. Pick at number 39. This is a guy that was not on my personal draft board at all. I did not know who Jaylen Wells was, probably up until about an hour before the day 2 of the draft started. Where it was a couple guys on Twitter we were talking about who we wanted to see the Grizzlies go after. I didn't know who Jaylen Wells was. Wasn't no knock to him. I just didn't know because it's a lot of guys that you're going through prospect-wise trying to figure out, and he was just one that I missed. But immediately when somebody suggested him before the draft, I looked at him and I was like, hey, this dude is tough. So, and then I started looking back through the mocks. A lot of mocks had him, a lot of them had him, certain ones had him projected in the first round. So to see him fall in the second, that was kind of surprising. But they came away, on that second day with Jaylen Wells at number 39. What's your thoughts on him on this team? What's your projections for? And obviously we want to hear from y'all in the chat as well about Jaylen Wells.
This is the thing I like the pick. Let me say that. I have a positive feeling towards the pick. And I'm trusting the front office because we've had a good eye for talent in the second round under this management team. Is that what you call it, a management team or executive team?
Front office.
Yeah, front office. I want to use a smart word besides front office, but I couldn't think of nothing. It's 9:30. My brain is winding down right now because I'm an old man at heart.
This man old as hell, y'all. He's the youngest old man I ever met, bro.
Chris be on my tail because he's like, yo, it is 10:45. Why are you sleeping in the bed? I'm like, bro, like my bed. I swear, if I'm not doing some of my partners or my girl, bro, I am in the bed by 10:30 consistently.
rubbing his feet together
under the cover, watching a movie, watching my anime, or watching some Power Rangers, or watching some basketball or whatever. Anyway, keep moving. I like Jaylen Wells. I feel reading the scouting report on him, they say like some people question his toughness, some people question like his defensive prowess a little bit, which worries me a little bit. But if he's gonna be on this team, which I'm not even sure he's gonna play that much, because like you said, roster spots, he may spend half the season in South Haven, and that's not a bad thing. If we need him, heaven forbid, knock on wood, somebody gets a nagging injury, we need him to play 10 to 15 minutes for a few games and knock down a few shots, I'm completely fine with that. And that's why I feel like his role is going to be this year. I feel like he's probably a 2, 3, 4 year down the line type player. Because we've gone through the roster. Everybody on our roster is pretty dang young, bro. Like, we don't have any older guys on the roster for real. So who you gonna play in front of him?
It's not about who he's gonna play in front of. I think he's gonna play with. I mean, you got Vince.
It's still minutes. It's only 48 minutes in a game, yo. Like, he still has to play. It's still like, if we with those top 10 we mentioned, he not cracking that top 10. So he only gonna be play spotty minutes if he plays. That's my point.
This year, I get you this year, but to say he ain't gonna play till his 4th year is crazy.
I said 2, 3, 4. Like, he may be inside field.
I was like, don't say what you didn't say. It's recorded. You said 2, 3, 4.
Because we talked about Gigi still. Gigi locked up for the next 3 years. Vince locked up for the next 3 years. We got Job. We got Dez. We got Smart. Like, we got people locked up in his position.
Man, let me say this. This man is a 6'8" shot creating 3-point sniper.
I don't see
find a way to get that guy on the court, and that's why, like, you can't listen to, because we was in a, if you're a Bluff City Media supporter, real quick plug, go ahead and join that Discord for $5 a month. You get in there, you get, be an insider and all that stuff. But a lot of people was talking about, even me myself, again, before asking like, who is this guy? And somebody dropped in it was a draft scouting report. It said a lot of the things that you just said. But when you go watch the film, and Coach Vaughn, we're going to get him back on the show because he dug in and he kind of went through and explained a lot of this stuff perfectly on Twitter. Like, when you actually dig into the man film, or go read another scout report, a lot of people ain't saying the same things like about him. From what I saw, the dude can defend. He's got size. He ain't Luke Kennard, bro. Like, he's not finna be getting, ran past. He can play decent enough defense as everybody else on that court. And I think that with his motor, I think that he will have the potential to go even harder if that's something that a coach asks him to do. But you're talking about a guy that literally can create his own shot. We haven't had that. We've been asking for that for the last, 5 years. Been asking Dylan Brooks to stop creating and for the playoffs to get somebody that can create. Jaylen Wells can do that, bro. He got wiggle to him to where literally in any situation he can find a way to get in and out of it. And again, that's something that we don't have. So when you ask where is he going to play, I don't know if he's going to play this year much at all, because this is a championship run we're trying to make. And again, we got 3 months to make some kind of move. Yeah. But I'll say this, bro. You're talking about year 2, year 3. You don't know what players are going to get moved in and out of this roster. So Jaylen's going to have to be ready, because even if you look at this year, right, you got, ideally, you would want to have Marcus Smart, Vince Williams, BC. That's really like your main 3 off the bench if that's what they decide to do.
Yeah. At least that's your wing rotation. At least that's your wing rotation, at least. Yeah.
So, yeah, you got to find another wing somewhere. And I ain't saying he's going to play this year, but you hoping that he takes a leap at some point in the next 2 years to at least be in the rotation with his shot making. Because if not, what do we get him?
Books. Hit the bricks.
Yeah, you wasted your pick on that man and you holding him back. That dude is going to be a player, bro.
You think he'll be a player? I'm not saying he's going to be bad. I just don't see his immediate – I don't think his immediate impact's going to be there, because I just don't see him playing that much. I feel like he's going to –
Not this year.
Unfortunately, he may be another Vince Williams situation. We don't appreciate him to his 2nd, 3rd year, honestly. It may be another that situation. I can see that very well being. He's going to be the starter of G League. We're going to hear him averaging 20, 15 points on the G League.
Oh, he's going to kill down there.
And we're going to call him up. We're going to call him up maybe 10 games, and then he's going to drop 15 in the game. And then you're like, oh, play Jaylen Wells. And like, I'm cool for all that because I want the dude to be successful and hoop for this team. I just don't see the immediate impact right now. I just don't. But I feel like he can still be a good player though. So I feel still like it's a good pick. All in all, besides all my negative words I said, I still feel like it's a good pick though overall. If he mends, because no player is a complete game. If he mends up some of the decision making with the ball and all that, and if he learns how to play off ball, because a lot of shot creating stuff he did in Washington because he was the main option on that team. On this team, he could probably do some of that. In South Haven, he can do all of that. But if he does make a way on this roster, he's gonna be a mainly catch and shoot guy or 1, 2, 3 dribble, pull up, get to the rim type of guy. Can he affect the game without having to put the ball down a few of the times getting to the spot? I'm not saying he can't, but that's what I want to see. I think he has the talent to do that.
We got to stop that, bro. We got to stop holding back dudes, bro. Like
that's not the problem.
Yes, it is.
It's only one ball.
We've been begging, bro. We've been begging the front office to bring in somebody that can get the ball and create their own shot for 5 years. And the first time we get somebody to do that, we saying, "Nah, bro, go sit in the corner and shoot a 3." Like, we got.
It's not even that. It's just how it's spacing, fam. You can't have a guy that's gonna put the ball down and do a wiggle when you got John Morant on the Desmond Bain and all these dudes on the court. That's just not how basketball works. If he's
coming off the bench, he ain't gonna be out there.
Okay, even with
that's why I said make him. You know how everybody's trying to make G.G. Jackson the bench scorer. Let Jaylen Wells do that.
I say start.
I ain't saying me too. I'm saying if you want. We've been looking for a Lou Williams or somebody to come in. You let him be that because Vince Williams is not that.
Yeah,
for all intents and purposes, Vince Williams ain't that. Marcus Smart ain't that. Santi Aldama ain't that. Like, we don't have anybody on this team that has the wiggle to create their own shot that way. Even downhill Dez, like, he beating the hell out of the court with the basketball to get to a layup. Like, bro, it's so hard. Like, he does it, but it's hard for him to do it. Like, not the way you say it. My camera, so you might give me spice over here.
Nah,
you funny. Like, he has to work hard to get, and that's why, you know, sometimes he had these toe injuries, these foot injuries, because he going so hard. John Morant, love him, but he stay injured because he's working so hard to do what he does. Amazing at it, but I need somebody that can effortlessly,
you got like two supers in there. Effortlessly. That's what you're trying to
throw the ball. There you go. Y'all know what I'm saying. But we'll see. Like I said, I don't think it's gonna be this year. But I think at some point in the next 2 to 3 years, when money is getting tight, or you trying to upgrade this roster again, that's my big thing. You always want to maximize the roster. Hey, I think he gonna be needed and probably be used sooner than Zaire, or better, more effective than Zaire.
Just trade Zaire. Well, I just thought about Summer League team of Cam Spencer at the 1, Jaylen Wells at the 2, G.G. Jackson, DJ Jeffries at the 4, and Zach Edey at the 5. That's a cold Summer League lineup, fam.
Hold on, who you say?
DJ Jeffries, because I said Cam Spencer at the 1, Jaylen Wells at the 2, G.G. Jackson at the 3, DJ Jeffries at the 4, and Zach Edey at the 5.
DJ Jeffries, sorry here.
But I don't know who else gonna do on the team. We don't have no.
I think they gonna slide what's the name in there? Scotty, and just slide Cam to the 2. That's what I think they're gonna do. But you know, we'll see.
Scottie Pippen he ain't old, but like he's good for Summer League. I feel like he's a little too veteran for Summer League, just a little bit.
Jake Gill, 45.
Jake Gill is 24 years old. Shut up. He is 24.
24?
I think so. He's young, bro. Jake Gilly is not that old. He's like 24, 25. Jake Gilly is not that. Let's look at how old this dude is. Because Jake Gilly, he played a few years at Richmond. Jacob Gilly, all right. He's 25, like I said. He's 25.
Oh, so add 20 years on it.
You said what?
Add 20 years on it.
He's 25. He was winning in
real age is 45, man.
Okay, so he's just 45 and 5'8", 5'8" man, 45 playing in the NBA. Yeah, Chris Ingram 2024. Chris Ingram 2024. Yep. Comment that.
I'm just glad Chris Wallace ain't drafting for us, man. He's god awful. Was god awful. Yeah, I'm glad he's gone. Like,
dang. I like Gilly. I'm sorry. He wasn't that good, but I liked Gilly. He did what he needed to do with being 5'8". He could shoot the ball sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. I wouldn't be mad if he was back in South Haven. Hope he comes to continue the game. Yeah, I agree. Me and you, Desperado Sports, we are on the same page. He's gonna play well in South Haven, and next year
I'm on the same page with you
that.
too. But next year,
yeah,
but
you
next
saying.
year.
So you don't see. So again, you don't see him playing at all real this year.
Like you said, if he's getting a lot of time, and let's see now, this is the thing. I don't want to hinder nobody back. So if he is just kicking ass, then play the man. Where the minute, you are muling over the Luke Kennard situation, which we're gonna get on that and get up out of here. But if you can see something in him to where he can just take that place, maybe play 15 minutes a night, and just like you said, hit some spot ups, work him in. I ain't saying let him take over his rookie year, but definitely don't want him just wasting his time on the bench if we don't need him right now. Get your time and your reps in South Haven. But by year 2, I need him to be kind of getting worked in a little bit, bro, because he got a skill set again that we can use. That's all I'm saying. He ain't Jake LaRavia, he ain't David Roddy, he ain't Zaire Williams. Where we're trying to force him to be something that he ain't. Like, let him be what he is. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But we're on the same page. Yeah, this year, get your reps in, dog.
Yeah, I feel you.
Get your reps in.
Mr. Cam Spencer. We ain't forget about you, dog.
Nah, we can't.
We can't forget about Cam. We need anything for Cam. Like a little Tasmanian devil. That's what my mind went to. Cause he a dog, bro. Like y'all know me. I love defense. I love guards that play defense. I love undersized guards that can play defense. He's not really super undersized, but he's on the shorter side.
Mm-hmm.
And he does all those things very well. And I love guys that know how to win. He's a winner. So I just think those certain intangibles you just can't trade for the world. And he may not play a lot, but him getting his reps in South Haven, knock on wood, if Ja Morant gets nagging dig injuries, knock on everything. Knock on everything around you.
Come on, bro.
If we don't get another backup point guard, and Derrick Rose and Cam Spencer and Scotty, whoever you ask, those three gonna have to allocate some of those minutes. And I think Cam Spencer can do a serviceable job in that, because you can tell when a guy has high basketball IQ and just knows how to play basketball. And watching the film on him and seeing what guys tell about him, he's even though we got him at 53 because we traded up with Minnesota, he's a very high value guy you can get at 53. Absolutely. He just is. He can stretch the floor a little bit as well. He can make good decisions with the ball. He's just a very solid guard, and you can never have too many of those type of guys on your roster. He look crazy. He got a little Vince Williams, look crazy in him, but we love that type of stuff in Memphis. We welcome the look crazies. We love the rejects and all that. So yeah, I think it's a high value again. I feel like him and Jaylen Wells going to be the backcourt of South Haven. And I feel like they're going to get their reps. And again, maybe 2-3 years down the line, he may be the backup point guard for this team. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a high value pick. I got a project player that you stash in South Haven, get reps here and there. If there's like a blowout and we're up by 20 points in the fourth quarter, let him run the offense for the whole 8-9 minutes. Yeah. And let us see what he got. So that's what I see him doing. I feel he's gonna get called up. Maybe I don't see him or Jaylen Wells playing or appearing in any more than 15 games or 20 games this year. But in those 15, 20 games, I want to see some spurts, and I see both of them are capable of having those spurts. So again, another high value pick. They got they got a 53 with Cam Spencer. Mm-hmm. I don't really see, of course, he's not like a super big athlete, but you can't change anything about that. He's not like the most athletic guy at the rim and just finishing through people. But guys can work on it. Sometimes the guy's that's not in the game. I don't really see like a holes in the game. That's what I'm getting to. I don't see a lot of holes in his game. Yeah. Like for what he's going to be asked to do, I don't see a lot of holes in his game to prevent him from doing that. And those are the type of guys you want to get in the second round at 53. He's not going to hurt your team. If he goes in, he's going to give you a good 5-10 value minutes and get out. That's the type of guy Cam Spencer is if he plays. We're gonna get a good look at him in summer league, and then we'll make change our verdict a little bit after then. But again, I think we hit 3 for 3 on our picks. That's all I gotta say, dog.
Yeah, the Cam Spencer pick. A lot of people have him going higher than that. I don't think he's same way GG wasn't your traditional 45 pick last year. I don't think he's your traditional 53. Like we said, like this draft was just super deep in role players. So you got guys that didn't even go drafted that got, immediately picked up that I was like, wow, this dude easily could have probably went in the top, I don't know, top 40, top 45. It was just a deep draft of role players. So Cam going 53, you know, if y'all don't know much about him, that doesn't basically, what's the word I'm trying to say? It doesn't reflect.
Quantify his talent.
Or quantify his talent. Thank you. I was trying to use a big word. That doesn't say what his game really is. That guy's a winner, number one. And I'm glad we came out of this draft with a lot of winners. Guys that play hard, they play winning basketball. They add to winning basketball. And the only thing with him is he's an older prospect. I may be wrong, but I want to say he's 24.
As Google.
Yeah,
because how many years he playing UConn? He played like 3 years, didn't he?
2 or 3, but he was with he was at your Loyola with Santi for
24
a year.
He's 24 years old.
So my thing with him,
he's turning 25 next year. So he's 24.
Him going to the G League ain't gonna really help him much. I think that with him, like his game is what it is. He's gonna play hard. He can shoot. But you got to figure out what you're gonna do between him and Scotty, because I don't think you have both of them on 2 ways. So you got to figure out what you're gonna do with them. But I can just envision a day.
He went to Rutgers too. I'm tripping. Well, did he go to Rutgers? He went to Rutgers. Yeah, he bounced around. Guys know that they know how to play different systems. They know how to play basketball with different people.
Yep.
It's not a bad thing.
Yep.
Pro style, like it's not a bad thing.
I can see a day where you got Ja Morant, Desmond Bain, Gigi Jackson, Jaren Jackson, Zach Edey, Cam Spencer, Vince Williams, Jaylen Wells, and whoever the rest of your bench front court is. Like, that's a deep, competitive, versatile team, bro. So I'm excited with what they came out of this draft with. I know we didn't spend a lot of time on the last 2 picks, just because we may not see too much right now with them. But I think, man, I give them an A.
All I'm gonna say is I agree with that. All I'm gonna say is Cam Spencer for his career was a 14.3 score on. Can you both gotta give your 15-man roster? What's up, Pop? You want to give Pop his request real quick?
Hold on, now finish your thought real quick.
But yeah, I feel Cam Spencer, everywhere he went, he averaged double-digit points. So that means different styles and with different players. That means he knows how to affect the game in different ways with different people. Because all those different styles, all those different plays, I doubt he was the same role all those teams. Maybe in similar roles. When you play with different players, your role changes a little bit. How you play is different. Yeah. So if you have a guy like that can come in, no matter if he played with the stars, no matter if he played with the bench players, he's gonna know how to affect the game. And those are the type of guys you want in the second round. That's why I like Jaylen Wells. I feel like if he can, I don't want to say hold him back. I'm not trying to say that, but if he can know how to play with other players, that's all I'm gonna say. With him not being the main option, that's all I'm saying. And I feel like that's fair. I feel like he can be that same way. But that's why I like the 2 second-round picks we got, because I feel like they're not clogging the machine too much. They're guys that can add some good impact to what they're doing. No really big holes in their game, and they can get in and get out if they do play like that.
Yeah, most definitely. 15-man roster.
Mm-hmm.
Got our starters. Ja,
okay, so you get
Bane.
Ja. Okay, let's count. Let's try Ja, Bane, Edey.
As now, I'm just gonna count how they gonna do it, because I don't think they gonna start GG. I know, but I'm just gonna run through 15.
Mm-hmm.
Ja, Bane, Smart, Jaren, Edey. That's 5. Vince, BC.
GG.
I ain't say GG yet. Yeah, I'm tripping.
No, GG. It's 8.
Man, when you get to there, that's where it's tough for me, because I don't know what they finna do with this roster, bro. Like, I don't know what they finna do, bro. It's hard for me to answer that question, Pops.
Okay, so we got 8. You said Smart, right? Mm-hmm. Okay.
The top guys is gone. The top 8, that's the top guys. I think Wells is gonna have a guaranteed spot.
Okay, I forgot. Derrick Rose, that's 9. Derrick Rose is 9. Forgot Derrick Rose.
He's on the roster.
I don't see us guaranteeing Jaylen Wells. I just don't see them guaranteeing Jaylen Wells.
Why not? Bro, you ain't watched
It's
this
not-
dude game. I'm convinced, bro.
No. Be quiet, Chris.
You are
It's not
loafing.
me.
I'm not
Chris,
gonna let you sit here and
Chris,
disrespect this man like
Chris,
that, bro. No,
let me
no.
talk. It's not because I don't think I just don't think they're gonna use a roster spot on a guy that you dropped in the second round. Not because he's talent. I feel like
He
telling
was
us to play on
39
the
and
team.
he was the first round talent, bro. What are we talking about?
I understand that, but
Okay.
I don't think, dude. I think he's good enough to. I think he's good enough to be a full time. I don't see them doing that.
I'm
That's why he
figuring
does
you
it.
out, Evan. I'm figuring out how you. I'm figuring out how you pod now, bro.
Okay, how do I pod?
You're safely podding because you don't want to be wrong. You did it with the Edey thing, and now you're doing it with Jaylen Wells.
How'd I do with the Edey thing?
Just go back and run it back. I ain't gonna call you out, but you was not you was not on the train. You was not.
I said it was cool with Edey. I just said
You
I had
was
some
cool
things
with
about
it,
him.
but
I said
you
I
wanted
stand
somebody else.
on that.
So what
I said I
saying
want to
is-
clear Ware, okay, and I stand on it. I said I want to clear. I
Now,
never
I
said
want
I want to clean again. I never said I want to clean again. I never said I want to clean again in the first place. So okay,
Well-
I stand it. I said I want to clear Ware.
Well, I'll clip the Edey and I'll text it to you. We ain't gonna worry about it. What I'm saying is this: he's the only one that's, to me, out of those back half guaranteed, because Zaire's he's on the expiring. You probably are doing your best to get him up out of here. Santi, he could be in that top 10, but
I feel like Santi's gonna be in the roster next year. Unfortunately, I feel like he's gonna be in the roster next year.
Get him
Unfortunately, again, you think when I say things like that, you think I want them to be
no,
there.
not you. No. That's not true. I'm saying he don't need to be here. You need
Let's
to
say
upgrade
that thing about Jaylen Wells. I feel like he's capable of doing that. I just don't think the front office is gonna do that. That's all I'm saying. It's the same thing. I don't think Santi Dummer should be on the team, but is he gonna be on the team next year? Say the Jalen Raven. I think Jalen Raven's gonna be on the team next year because Zach Kleiman loves him. But should he be on the team next year? No, he shouldn't. That's 12 guys right there.
And I'm finna put this to rest too. Any fire to the Miles Bridges smoke. No, we're not getting
Miles Bridges.
I brought that comment up because in the last 2 days, it's been two things that are like getting life on Grizz Twitter that literally are coming from accounts that are not even real accounts. Somebody came out yesterday, said that they talked to Jake LaRavia in a flower shop or a bookshop, or they talked to somebody from the team. They said they love him and he's untouchable. That is cap, bro. Like,
that's okay.
Anybody that's in your 13th to 15th range of your roster is not untouchable. So let's kill that. It was another account that came out today talking about it's some Grizzly Miles Bridges sign and trade smoke.
Nah,
we're not getting Miles Bridges. Like
the contracts don't match up. I'm sorry, it's not.
What's the word? Consider y'all sources, bro. Like,
yeah,
there's a lot of trust me, bro, going on. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, this is the 15 that I think, not think what I should, Chris. This is what I think is gonna be on the roster next year. I'm gonna go down the roster. It's not what I'm going because I brought an ESPN, so I'm going in order. Santi, Desmond Bain, Brandon Clark, Zach Edey, Gigi Jackson, Jaren Jackson Jr., Jake LaRavia, John Morant, Derrick Rose, Marcus Smart, Lamar Stevens, Scottie Pippen Jr., Vince Williams. That's 13, ain't it? That's 13. I said 30. That's 13, ain't it?
Shit, I don't know. You lost me.
All right. And if you want to say Jaylen Wells, 14, and input big, that's 15.
So
that's my.
Go ahead. Yeah, my bad.
Okay, so then got Santi. I'm trying to count Santi, Dez, Brandon Clark, Zach Edey, Gigi Jackson, Jaren Jackson Jr., not Trey Jemison, Jake LaRavia, John Morant, Scottie Pippen Jr., Derrick Rose, Marcus Smart, Lamar Stevens, Vince Williams, Jaylen Wells, and import big 15.
I was at 15 before. I can't count. Don't mind me.
That's my 15.
Bring Lamar back, bro.
They should. I think they would. I think they value him enough.
What you just tell me about something. Don't say what I think should happen. Think what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I think they should too. But the way it's shaping up, bro. Because the thing is, you got Scotty on the 2-way. I think I read, and you can always boot these guys off of their 2-way. But I read that I think Trey Jemison, his 2-way was a 2-year deal.
Mm-hmm.
And so the only other two-way you had was what's his name? What's your boy name? Goodwin.
Goodwin. Yeah, I like Jordan Goodwin.
Yeah.
I don't see him on the team now. I like Jordan Goodwin a lot, bro.
Yeah.
I just don't see him being on the team next year. Yeah.
I don't think he back. So you can move you can slide Cam Spencer on that just for roster flexibility up until a certain point. But bro, you just got to get the back half of them dudes off the roster, dog. Like pay it. Like give the second round picks that you got in one of these deals to get them off your roster so you can get real guys on the roster, dog. Like I don't know. I can't even answer that question. I don't know. Just get them off of there.
That's my 15, Papa Ingram. Lance Rose. No, we want Derrick Rose on the team. Who is Lance?
Maybe he meant Lamar. Maybe.
Can't mean. Who you mean by Lance?
Rose, Santi, Laravia, Zaire.
No, we want Rose on the team. We need Mentor Rose on the team.
Yeah, he can stay.
He can stay. He can be our Udonis Haslem and call it a day. UD was valuable on that team even when he wasn't playing.
Yeah, we need that. I listened to Gigi. He was talking. He had this interview with I think it's Avery. Is his name Avery? God, he's a news anchor in Memphis right now with sports. I can't remember, but he did an interview with him and he talked about just how he just watches D Rose be just a constant professional all the time, bro. And I was like, that's good for him to have. We're gonna jump to this last one, man. We are at 2 hours. This is crazy. Didn't mean to go this long, but it just get like that. Me and Ed, we go back and forth about some stuff, man. You just never know. We'll look up at this 3 hours in a minute. You don't know,
man. Don't get started. Get us on music. We will talk about music for another 2, 3, 4 hours. Don't get it started. No.
But we're gonna end on the Luke Laravian.
Luke Laravia is crazy.
It is time for me to go to sleep.
Bro, Deidre, Miss Deidre, please get your husband.
It's time to go.
Get to baby. What's the babies? Get babies. Call your dad. Call dad. Call dad. And get dada back to sleep. Because dad is tired. Dad is
crazy. God.
That's the worst combination of a player.
That's how you know I'm ready for them dudes to go. Luke Kennard. The team opted out of his team option of $14.7 million, I think is what it was. But they talked about they wanted to restructure the deal. Evan, what's your thoughts on that? Do you think that's a precursor of him actually getting it reworked, or you think he gone for good and we're gonna upgrade that spot or replace the spot? It don't have to be an upgrade, I guess.
I thought I was gonna be writing this right now, but things happen, life happens. Gotta have things to handle at the crib. But I'm actually writing a piece on Luke Raven. I'm about to my next piece for the BCM is gonna be about this whole Luke Kennard situation and just like the different options that the Grizz have and how the front office may go about it. Some that's y'all look out for that in the next 1, 2, 3 days tops because I'm working on that right now. But I feel like the front office values Luke enough to try to work with him. Mm-hmm. Do I feel like we can find better value out there? Yes. Yeah. Or do I feel like the front office wants to take that risk? No, they do not. and that's what I feel like this is saying right here. Luke has proven that he can be a decent floor spacer on this team. Could he be better? Could he shoot more? Yes, because I feel like he doesn't shoot enough sometimes. But I feel like they have something good, so they don't want to mess up. The guys seem to get along with Luke. I feel like they're playing. As you say, I'm potting safe. I feel like they're playing safe. Chris really came for me today, y'all. Oh my goodness, we had to talk about this off the air.
We gotta give y'all content, man. It's all good. It's all in good.
Yeah, fun. I know. I'm messing with you, but I think it's just the same thing with him. I think Luke Kennard is gonna be back on this team. I honestly do. Do I want him back on the team? I won't be mad, but I feel like we can get something better. Also, yes, but I think Kleiman likes his guys, man. I feel like Luke just one of the guys that Zach Kleiman likes. So I can see us maybe signing maybe a 3-year, maybe $12 million, $13 million deal. Maybe 2. Nah, that's a little too low. Maybe like 2-year. Like
they've been here trying to get crackhead prices.
Like I don't know what type of price he wants. Like you can't go.
I mean, the market right now is 3 for 10. Every role player is getting 3 for 10 right now. Well, sorry. 3 for 30. They're getting 10 million.
Yeah, 3 for 30. Yeah, 3 for 30. Like,
yeah.
I can see us doing that. Yeah, like a 3 for 30 deal, but I just feel like we can get someone better for least money, fam.
I agree.
So that's okay. My prediction: we're gonna re-sign him, and then our roster, we're gonna have to because that limits what we can do for getting a big, and I hate that so much. And we're gonna sign him to three for 30. I don't even Luke can get playing time. He's gonna get playing time because he can shoot the ball.
I agree, Austin. I don't know, bro.
They're gonna put him on the court just to shoot the ball because we need floor space. So he's gonna make his way onto the court. But we're gonna sign with 3 for 30. We're gonna try to scramble around and find the scraps of a big man, and we're gonna keep all them bums in the bench. That's what's gonna happen. And I'm not gonna like it, but that's what's gonna happen. That's what I see happening.
I feel like, and I was texting a group chat earlier. I feel like if the Luke deal was liquid, I guess is the word I should use, or something tangible, I feel like they would have announced it already. Like they announced the day before free agency popped off that they wasn't going to extend them. And here it is, we in day 2, and it's nothing. Like I feel like it would have been something already if they wanted to extend him. Even if it's a simple report by Woe saying he intends, because right now they can't sign anyway. Like all they doing is agreeing right now. Yeah. We haven't even heard that they intend or they have agreed on the deal. So that makes me think that they probably realize that they could probably get a more value player with that money. Yeah. So that's my thing. If I had to bet, we can always bet and be wrong. It's one thing I ain't mad to be wrong, bro. Like it is what it is. I don't think he come back. I think that they look at it as we got to find a way to screw up our roster in a way. And if I'm paying him, even like we said, 3 for 30, I think you can give Caleb Martin 3 for 30 and get more value of a player.
I would like Caleb Martin.
Something like that. It's players out there you can get, but I think they also are keeping roster space in the event that they trying to make a trade. That's what I really think they're doing, bro. I think they're working on a trade to where they can bring back 2 players, and they're like, okay, if we sign Luke right now or anybody right now, it takes up the spots that we need. So that's where I'm at with it. We'll see. I'm glad they at least were able to keep the option open. I just wish they went ahead, opted in, and traded him.
That's what I said, bro. That's what I said. That'll help things so much. Then you could have packaged him in with Zaire and Jed and all them guys. You could really got a good package together.
Yep.
Dang.
You can't do that now. You gotta wait till the deadline.
You can't
re-sign them and trade them now.
They limited a lot of stuff that you could have done. I'm trying to look and see what free agents is that we think are like. KCP, he probably didn't KCP get signed? Yeah, KCP already got signed.
He got a bag.
Your man quit. He already got signed. Jonas, I don't know.
Chicago don't want him.
No, that is no.
I would love Zach Edey, but 40 mil or 50 mil is we don't even have the contracts to match it.
No.
So
my guy's Malik Beasley. He averaged 11 points per game last year and 41% 3-point shoot. I'm trying to think of someone else I can get besides Malik Beasley. I just can't think of no one that will fit this team better than him. I just can't think right now. If you can bring some,
it's not a lot.
Yeah, please come. He took a vet minimum last year. Like he's not asking for a lot of money. He just wants to win at this point. Gary Trent, Gary Trent made a lot of money last year. I don't know.
Shoot, I seen a report that they said that the league talk for him right now is that he can't even he's gonna be hard pressed to get an MLE. So he might be a vet minimum guy. He might be.
Our roster would have Caleb Martin and Gary Trent. Trying to think. Precious.
Want a big too, bro. I saw Chip Williams. He talked about Mo Wagner.
I bring Orlando. Precious back to the crib, fam. Bring Precious. Nah, Precious kind of small though.
How about to say, can we stop getting short dudes?
Precious kind of small.
Give me a close to 7-footer if we're gonna get a big, please.
Chetty Osman, Chris Dunn, Cameron Payne.
Oh yeah, we on the
Taylor Horn ticket.
You're on the great value section.
I'm just scrolling now, see if there's anyone that tickles my fancy. Gary Harris, he made a good amount of money last year, but
he went back. Orlando.
He did go back to Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
But Dennis Smith, if we didn't already have enough point guards, I would love Dennis Smith on this team. I would.
It's because you're a J. Cole fan, bro.
You ain't gotta do that to me. Just because it's true, you have to point it out. Dennis Smith is a very good defender. He's been coached since NC State. I've been following Dennis Smith since NC State. He's rejuvenized his career. So don't do that. Even though it's true facts.
Dennis Smith was what I thought he was finna be Ja for real.
But then he tore his knees apart. So then it happens.
Man.
To his knees apart. Yo, Watson, best big left. No, I don't want James Watson. Stop putting him in the chat. Well, keep putting him in the chat.
Hey, Austin, I'm with you, dog. Give me him or give me Mo Wagner at this point. Everybody else, all the other backup bigs getting took.
Monte Morris is not a bad option for a shooting guard.
Man, that man, you look, man. You like these short dudes, man.
Maybe I'm biased. I'm a short dude myself.
Yeah, I'm about to say we the same, man. They might well sign us. Shoot. Bring Jacob Gilliard back.
Yeah,
I good player though.
If I get back in the gym, shoot, I can get back in the gym, get some threes up. Grizzlies sign me for a little 10-day contract. Just sit in the corner. I'll get my stuff sent to Jamaica when anyone tries to shoot. I'm not trying to shoot the ball, but hey, I can be serviceable. No, I can't think of no one else. But Malik Beasley. Bring Malik Beasley to Memphis, bro. He's in Milwaukee. Memphis better than Milwaukee anyway, so he'll be fine.
Yeah,
he'll be fine.
Well, man, I think we done talked this through, man. I've never gotten tired from talking, bro. That's crazy. But I done got it tonight, man. But it was a good show. We appreciate y'all tapping in for sure. Vail the Mayor said no emotion. Wiseman would be okay. I agree, bro. I mean, the main average is 17 minutes, 10 points, almost 6 rebounds. He's 7 feet. As the worst. As the very worst. If we don't do nothing else, I ain't mad at the Wiseman. Like you said, I ain't got no emotion to it. I just think he need a better shot, bro. Give him a shot towards winning. They doing my guy wrong. I don't like how they doing him.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
I see what you're saying.
But what any final thoughts on anything we talked about? Anybody in the chat? Evan, what you got for us before we get up out of him?
Nah, man, we pretty much covered everything. Great draft, number one, but also there's still room. Mobile signs to the Clippers. That was an option I was thinking as a big, but that's true, Mr. Moore. That is not good for us. But hey, my dad was talking about Mo Bamba, but I don't know.
He didn't want to come here when he got drafted, so F him is how I feel.
Yeah, he did not want to come here. I remember that, yeah. But not good, bro. Yeah, good draft, but there's also some room to still make some things shake in free agency. And hopefully King Kleiman is not sitting on his morals for what he did at the draft. He's actually still being aggressive. Because he was aggressive at the draft. We need that same aggressive mindset going into free agency. So yeah, that's all I got to say, bro. It was a very long, but also it is 10:20 where we are, and Chris know what I'm about to do as soon as I get off this.
Y'all heard him. He said at 10:30 in the bed, man. Man, like this. Almost, sleep. 10:30 on his back with his arms over.
Y'all see the bed right here. The bed is literally right here. As soon as I'm finna fall right back into the junk and put on some Netflix and go to sleep. I need to eat something too. But yeah, we good though. Chris, anything else you got to say, bro?
I ain't got nothing, man. Great draft. Again, y'all just calm down, man. Calm down. We let everything play out in free agency. Let these people that think they are finalizing their rosters do what they do. Somebody gonna get mad. Somebody's gonna get cussed out. Somebody's gonna request a trade, and that's when the Grizzlies, in my mind, maybe I'm just a hopeless romantic of transaction porn at this point. I don't know, but I think that's what they just gonna be in the position to pounce.
That term is so crazy to me. That term is so crazy. It's so funny you said it. Keep going. I'm sorry. That's just such a funny term.
I think that's what it is, bro. I think they're waiting for all these people that think their team is finalized or whatever, or to get in some type of bigger deal. We ain't really had a big fish trade yet. I get the Paul George, well, that's a sign, and he didn't even get a sign and trade. So it's more to come, bro. I'm not worried about Zach Kleiman right now. Getting us what we need to go to the next season. But oh boy, if he don't, y'all know we keep it all. Yeah. We're gonna ride. We're gonna ride, man. So we're gonna get up out of here. So y'all on every Monday, King Meeks, yes, sir. We come on every Monday at 12 noon. 12 noon. Yes. I had some stuff in our family that kind of went off. I ain't gonna get into too much detail, but couldn't do our normal recording. So we was like, you know what? Let's give y'all some extra. Will LeBron say we couldn't do this? So we're gonna give you another.
Give one more.
Give you one more.
LeBron was funny. We need to talk.
He another liar too.
Oh yeah, he be capping all the time. What we need to do, we do this off camera or on camera. We just give out. I don't know like your goats. Like I don't know your like top 10, top 5 like I just don't know that, bro. We haven't talked about that. We're not gonna do this on the pod now because it's 2:15 and but I just don't know. I don't know where you stand with like your greatest players. Like you can really tell a lot about. I feel you can tell a lot about a person. It depends on how they are with their greatest players of all time. That's just my opinion. Now I feel like me and Chris have a good rapport already. The opinions may change depending on what you say, Chris.
Spoiler alert. We start next show off with our top 5 GOATs, and you want to know who my number 1 is already?
One of these guys right here?
My number 1. Greatest player of all time.
Yeah, every one of these guys right here. If you can't see one of these guys behind you, then we got something to talk about. You see who these people are.
It's the guy on the left. It's mine.
This left right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we cool in there. I'm not gonna say mine, but I'm gonna say we're in a decent place. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's my time.
If you don't say one of these 3 guys right here, then I can't talk ball with you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you talking about Will Chamberlain
and Bill Russell and all these here.
Let me stop because they're gonna say I'm ageist. So let me be quiet.
I'm gonna say if you didn't play before the 80s, you did discount it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it now. You too scared to say it. You saw me being afraid to pod it. I'm saying it. If you played before the 80s, get out of my top 10. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry, bro. Like, nah.
Who afraid to pod now? I'll say it. Anyone above the 80s, when y'all was playing the black and white with no 3-point line, no.
Yeah, man.
When y'all was playing against me and Chris out there, y'all was playing against me and Chris size out there. And we are 5'10. Like, come on. Come on, fam.
Man, yeah. No. We can get out of here with that. It's over with.
No, it's over with.
But man, it's been a good show. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. We almost at 650 live, so we appreciate y'all tapping in with us. I don't know when we'll be back live, but we will be back Monday at 12 p.m. On Bluff City Media's YouTube page and on X. We have a guest lined up for y'all. I'm excited for this one. I'm not gonna tell y'all who, but definitely tap in. We have a cool little interview that I think y'all gonna want to be here for, man. So definitely tap in. And we will be back then. Appreciate y'all. Stay locked in, stay tapped in, and as always, go Grizz. We'll see y'all next Monday.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the No Bluffing podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. For comprehensive coverage of all things Memphis sports, head over to www.bluffcitymedia.co and find out how you can become an insider. We will see you back here next week.